game, and I'm going to tab over to the screen and catch you guys up on the story so far. We are yet to begin the modules designed for Voices of the Mountain. We are yet to get into Icewind Dale, Realm of the Frost Maiden. We are yet to get into Storm King's Thunder. But that's okay, because there's been plenty of interesting things happening in the meantime. Our heroes are representatives of the various factions and races of the North that you see before you, and they have all gathered in what should have been the beginning of spring in celebration of the Dwarven victory in retaking their capital city several years ago, but dwarves are slow to celebrate and slow to finish things. And ultimately to meet, share stories, and show off in a big festival gathering called a moot. This moot started with difficulty, because the orcs showed up sooner than they should, and the orcs and the humans don't get along too much, as anyone familiar with classic literature will tell you. Also, many of the representing parties have had run-ins with bad things, and oh yeah, spring hasn't come. While they're sharing news, swapping stories, doing some trade, and generally getting ready for things, a dragon attacked. A white dragon attacked the moot and caused a great deal of damage, especially to the orc camp. If you missed last week's episode, you mostly missed a lot of crying. That's not a joke. There was a lot of mourning, a lot of working through some trauma happened last week, and I did give a warning ahead of time. We're probably not going to do too much of that this week, but suffice to say, there were many wounded, many no longer with us, and the leader of the moot, the de facto leader of the moot, I should say, the dwarf host of the event, one Counselor Greymaster, aka Kandathragar Fermagranen, has called for a day of mourning, which will take place in the next calendar day, and then the day after that, the moot will resume, not as if nothing has happened, but with dogged determination to continue on. With that in mind, I'm inclined to give our weather-weary heroes the benefit of a long rest. You guys have more than earned it. You have some XP to calculate, or rather some level ups to apply, because you haven't done that yet. You have some spell slots to regain, some HP to restore, all of that good stuff, unless someone has something they want to do at the end of the Dragon Night.
I think I'm all good.
Not at the end of the Dragon Night. She'd wait for the next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, excuse me. You guys get the benefit of long rest. You can now. I need to state this for the record because I haven't done this during Voices of the Mountain. I do long rest differently than the rules as written raw data. It says, make sure you're rolling as your characters, guys. It says in the book that if a PC takes a long rest, they get all of their health back, all of their stuff regenerates, they lose a level of exhaustion if they have one or more levels of exhaustion, any deleterious effects on them fades away, etc., etc., etc. I do it a little bit differently. Namely, you get hit dice that you can roll to gain HP over the course of a day's adventure. When you take a long rest, you generate those hit dice again so you can wager them for the next day, but when you generate them, you roll them, and that's how much health you get over a long rest. If you are able to rest, normally you can remove a level of exhaustion. It will remove most deleterious effects, some of which I will have tick down in stages instead of being completely removed, but I don't think anybody here is suffering from anything like that, so that's kind of irrelevant. So if you guys want to wager your hit dice, well, I mean, if you guys want to heal, because I guess it's not a question of wager your hit dice because you get them automatically anyway, you guys can go ahead and do that. And if you need some time to do that, let me know. I'm sure the veterans who are familiar with the way that I do things will be able to do that in their sleep. In the meantime, if nobody has anything they want to do immediately, I want to start with Firga.
Alright.
So Firga, I think it is reasonable to say that you found your brother. He's in medieval intensive care, but he's not going to be in surgery overnight, and they probably let you sit with him between like bouts of surgery, and you probably fell asleep there.
Okay.
And I think we see Firga in her armor exhausted after the events of the day. Most of you are exhausted after the events of the day, so this long rest is welcome. Just sitting in a chair as the camp goes quiet for the night beside this other dwarf who is all bandaged and got some tubes sticking out of him and so on. And we go from that to a black screen, and then you're shaken awake, Firga. You're shaken awake by Driga, who is literally got you by the shoulder, standing over you, roughly shaking you, Firga, wake up.
What?
I'm sorry, I don't think I can do Driga's voice tonight.
That's fine.
But she says, she's completely distraught. She is, out of her mind, near hysterics. Her, she's crying, she's, flushed, she's, probably in shock.
Driga, what's wrong?
And, yeah, she's just, pulling at you, and she says it's Oreg.
I get up and I follow her.
She takes you, not even out of the, hospital section, to a different tent, where, you see, Oreg, on a bed, 10, dwarf healers around him, prepping him for, emergency treatment, and he looks like, how do I put this gently, he looks like Harvey Dent at the end of the Batman.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's, covered in blood, he's badly burned, half of his beard is shorn off, he's barely conscious.
We in the business call that fucked right the hell up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Who was Oreg exactly?
Oreg is Driga's twin brother. Oreg is the one that Lash had a conversation with.
The one that got a 20-minute yelling at.
Yeah.
How did this happen? Holy shit.
You took the words right out of my mouth. What the bloody hell happened?
I don't think Driga hears you. Driga's run over to the bed that he's on, and she's got one of his hands in both of hers, and I think she's saying just you can't leave me, you're the smart one. He is fucked up.
Firga runs over to just trying to make sense of this.
Right?
And
I think Driga looks at you with the same face that Driga looked at you last night when the dragon was swooping overhead, which was Firga, make sense of this, or make it make sense.
Oreg, you gotta hold on.
He's his eyes are open and he sees you, and one of the other healer dwarves jabs him in the arm with a needle, and injects him with something. No reaction. And he mouths something. You can't tell what he says, but Driga reacts. She says, "Aye, that's Firga. She's right here, Oreg."
Hey, it's me. Oreg, you gotta hold on. You're in good hands. You'll make it through this.
He just says, he says something very, very hoarsely, in a whisper. He's barely conscious, and he's fading. You're not sure if it's because of what they injected him with, or if he's dying, but he's definitely fading. And he mutters something, and Driga looks confused, and she holds his hand, and I think she mutters something like tell us when you're well, and Oreg makes an emphatic gesture as best as he can, and she turns to you, and she says, "He said he tried?"
Tried what?
She shrugs.
What?
And the bed is like pulled away from you, and like Driga tries to follow, and she's like stopped by a couple of the dwarves, and yeah, Orig is led out of sight.
I think she puts a hand on her shoulder. You've got to let them do their work.
I think yeah, Driga just looks lost.
Well,
I think she looks at you, Firga, and she says, "I can't lead the clan."
It's the plan. If something happened to him, she would be kicked out, or
No, like, Orig is the leader of the clan because their parents are gone.
oh,
I believe that was heard as
Orig is like, that's why he had the mithril token. He's the head of the clan,
got it.
and if something happens to him, it falls to Driga. And
Okay.
Driga's just like, I can't do that. I can't.
I see. I misheard. I thought you said leave.
No, lead.
Well,
And yeah, she keeps looking at you with this like Firga's the smart one. She figures everything out. Like, okay, solve the puzzle.
we'll hope and pray. We'll hope and pray it doesn't come to that, but it might be something you need to start thinking
Can you
about.
make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Okay.
I had a whole thing for this, and then I got sick. I'm very sorry.
You're fine.
Like, I was practicing this scene, and I'm ruining it. Okay, so your choice, but she goes to like hug you and collapse at the same time.
That is fine. I will let her.
And then yeah, she's just like incoherently sobbing, like, my brother, like, he's all I had, and so on. Because like, you know these two, like, these two are like
Yeah.
like fucking like bread and sausage, like these two are
He's
like
not-
two halves of the same coin, literally.
He's not gone yet. Don't go mourning him just right now. There's still a chance.
Yeah, make a persuasion check. She's in hysterics. I think she just sobs, he's the strong one.
That may be
She needs to just cry it out, but go on.
right now. He needs you to be strong. Can you be strong for him?
I think she starts blubbering something about like taking on his duties. The officers can't tell the difference anyway.
Mm. And I think she like tries to start leading her somewhere that's not like blocking the hallway.
Yeah, well, it's not even a hallway. You're in the operating room, like.
Right. Like trying to get her out of the way of the doctors.
Yeah,
and
like
also...
she's following you, but she's following you in the way of like Firga knows best. Like, she's not here at the moment.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Fear.
Ugh.
If anyone knows what to do, Firga knows.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
When all is lost,
like
turn to
Firga, like
fear.
the dragon did not do that. Like, you saw Orig yesterday;
Yeah.
he was fine. That means somebody got him. Like,
Yeah.
that means somebody is using this as a cover, which smacks of foul play.
Where did you find him? What did you see it? What happened?
Yeah, she nods. She says, in the barracks. And then I think she says
Okay.
like oh god, there was blood everywhere.
Who did this to him?
She shakes her head. I think she just says he was alone.
A dwarf, Umaron, a skin.
I mean, the only people who can go into the champions' barracks are the officers and the champions.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unless someone was invited. But again, she said he was alone.
Right.
That being said, Firga, like, you know an absolutely badass healer who probably slept for the night.
I'm sorry. Who probably slept what?
You know an absolutely badass healer who probably slept for the night.
Wait a minute. Wonder if Breaking Dawn could help us out here.
I think Driga just says who?
Breaking Dawn. He's one of the Thor's. Good healer from what I've heard.
I mean, she said healer and stopped listening, and she just started, like, marching off in a daze.
Wait up.
Like, she's not herself. Like, you need to put her somewhere and give her a menial task, Firga.
Okay.
She's going to get her. She's going to fall in the river at this rate.
Right. So what I think she's I'm sorry. 1 second.
Okay.
This is what psychology tentatively calls protective sibling trauma.
It's also shock. She found her twin, which is basically like finding your own body, mutilated. Like,
right.
Driga is like, she's a soldier, granted, but she's still like, yeah, she's fucked up right now, and justifiably so.
Even soldiers get trauma.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think she's probably going to. I think she's going to. Where would she bring her? Heck.
I mean, you could bring her, like, the question is, do you want to leave Driga unsupervised right now?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, probably, like, bring her along, but, like, treat her like a child, because she's not at the moot right now.
I think she would kind of, like, hurt her by the shoulder.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Like, part hug, part don't go that way, go this way.
Yeah, and I think Driga is doing that thing where she's just, like, looking out into the middle distance and, like, wringing her hands, and, like, you notice Firga, like, now that it's a bit quieter, like, she's only, like, half in uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is completely justifiable, but, like, if somebody calls for an inspection, she's fucked. Like,
right.
Which means she was, like, getting dressed or going to change, and this whole thing popped off.
Okay. Okay. So, still, I don't think she would want to stop and wait for the time for her to go get changed. She would bring her straight to Dawn.
Okay, so breaking Dawn at, like
Ass in the morning.
Yeah, like ass in the morning, like after when Dawn would normally be there, but Dawn hasn't come to this part of the world yet. But like, yeah, in the late watches of the night or the early watches of the evening, where would your exhausted ass be?
Probably back in the Tor camps.
Okay. Are you somewhere that Firga could reasonably find you?
I mean, I've been imagining we've set up in a little like semicircle around the river, and we've got like a massive fire in the center.
You've got several massive fires, like you've probably melted the snow around the Tor camp.
Right.
the river is probably, like, moving near the Tor camp.
Yeah. Reasonably to say, I think he's, like, at a fire not far from the edge of the camp.
Okay. So I think yeah, you hear like an altercation at the gates. Not like there's a fight, but like there's some. I'm assuming Firga is like getting stonewalled by the guards and being like, "No, I need to see Breaking Dawn. It's urgent." Like you hear like a back and forth at the gate.
And here we go, heading that way.
Yeah, so you walk that way, and like I don't even think it's anybody like significant at the gate, but yeah, you see this dwarf Firga that you keep running into, and I think you've seen the twins, but you only see one of them here, and you know that look. You were wearing that look yesterday.
Where are the injured?
This way.
That's immediately where Dawn's mind would go. Like,
straight to the fucking point.
Absolutely.
He's just gonna follow close hand.
Yeah, so you take him back into like the operating room. Are you like filling him in as you walk, or are you just going?
Right. So, Triga's brother here is really badly burned. We don't know what happened exactly.
He's been burned and mutilated. Like he's both.
Yeah, he's burned. He's mutilated. He's not in good shape.
I see.
But I'm not sure what. Well, I'm not sure what happened exactly, but something's seriously amiss.
I shall do what I can.
Yeah, so basically, I have rolled some injuries for Oreg. I have a certain amount of HP that Oreg has lost.
Okay.
They will let you in, Dawn, because you've proven yourself to be a healer. I'm warning you now. Nothing you can do will completely fix Oreg. There is no way that Oreg gets out of this, like, mint condition.
Right.
Unscarred.
So, with that in mind, you're out of healer's kits, but you do have your magic for the day.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, there's other work to be done. That also being said, Oreg is probably the worst that you will see today by a substantial margin. So, what would you like to do in terms of fixing this boy up?
So if he's probably the worst I'm gonna see all day. Let me double check this, because I gotta make sure how much this does.
Okay.
To 5 times 20. So one of my things. If this is the worst, Dawn's gonna try popping his biggest one. Which, actually, thinking about it, my biggest would be prayer of healing, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it would. That does more than my divine intervention.
Okay.
So I think Dawn's going to use that.
You mean channel divinity?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a big difference there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my channel divinity.
Just checking.
For life cleric only does 5 times my level.
Okay.
Prayer of healing does 2d8 plus 8. It's a 10-minute cast though.
The difference there is the channel divinity is an AoE,
right? But
it's guaranteed healing.
It says It says distribute. Do I have to distribute, or can I give all of that to one person?
Sorry?
Choose any creatures within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them.
Yeah, you could just do it to one.
Okay.
7 divided by 1 is 7.
So, Firga.
Yeah.
Can you, while Gamzee's deciding what to do, can you make a medicine check for me, please?
Alright.
Okay. That's a little bit low. Do you have inspiration?
I do, in fact.
You want to use it?
Sure.
Roll it again. Little better.
At least I broke even.
You break even, exactly. Breaking Dawn is a magical healer. You have seen that. He uses healing magic.
Right?
When you get healing magic, you wake up.
Okay.
Oreg is burned.
Okay.
Driga should not be here.
Okay. Dorigo, we should get out of the way, and she'll start like trying to herd her out of the
Yeah,
room.
she's just in a daze. She'll follow you.
I think I am going to do the prayer of healing.
Okay. Now, is that the only thing you're going to do? Sibs, you know you can talk, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to interrupt.
Fair enough.
Get her out of earshot, or else that is going to be a lot of screaming and a lot of angry.
Yep.
Yeah, she's like, now that Dawn is there, she's gonna try and start leading her back to the barracks so she can pass inspection.
Okay. We'll catch up with you in a minute. Dawn?
I think prayer of healing, and then top that with a cure wounds.
I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Bam.
Nice.
And then
How much does Prayer of Healing do?
So Oreg is getting a total of 47 healing.
Jesus!
How
much does Prayer of Healing do?
A lot. He's a life cleric, so a lot. So I think two things happen, and neither one needs too much of a scene. Dawn.
mm-hmm.
You cast Prayer of Healing, and the blood evaporates, the stab wounds knit together, the burns recede. He's still burned, he's still injured, but you do it. He's certainly going to live with that much healing. And the second thing is he wakes up between the Prayer of Healing and the Cure Wounds, screaming and flailing, and a bunch of dwarves grab him and hold him down. And then you cast Cure Wounds, and you have to touch him to do that.
Right.
And he grabs your big tore wrist with both hands. He's sweating profusely. His body is you basically just shocked him awake, right?
Mm-hmm.
And grabs you, and he's panting, trying to force himself to speak through speak through the pain. His mouth is bleeding where he bit his tongue. And he looks at you, Dawn, and he says 2 words. He says barracks, and he says Cindercloak.
Oh, fuck.
And then he passes out.
It's safe to assume he'll live, though.
Oh yeah, no, he's certainly going to live. He's probably going to be permanently disfigured, but he'll live.
You think, step back out to Firga and...
They're gone. Yeah, you step back out to them, but they're gone.
Cindercloak. I probably find a dwarf that isn't one of the ones in there.
Right.
Because that's still a lot to deal with.
Right.
And
yeah, there's a whole team working on him now.
Try to ask who Cindercloak is.
So you go up to a random doctor, hey, who's Cindercloak? And he turns and he looks at you. He's got a clipboard. He's just dealing with another patient. And he says, 1 second. Where is it? Heckin'. Oh, I was looking in the wrong spot. Like a dingus. Cinderclad, not Cindercloak, my bad. He says, Ragmir Cinderclad is one of the champions.
Hmm. What is his importance amongst them?
What is his what?
Importance among them.
Well, he's the favorite to win. The Ring of Valor, the Moot at Large. His family, pardon me, his clan, from Corey, is, well, they're going to have some Kandatragas among them before the season's out.
I think Dawn, like, grits his teeth for a second before huffing.
Mm-hmm.
You have been helpful. Thank you.
Nods at you. So, Virga.
Yo.
You go straight to the barracks? No. Your mic just exploded.
Holy shit.
Please to mute and fix.
That felt like the mic equivalent of a nuke.
Carper bomb.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry.
Thank you for fix.
Probably, unless...
Okay, it's been cordoned off,
Okay.
and there's, like, soldiers all around.
Right, that's not happening then. I think she'll walk up to one of the soldiers, and she'll be like, alright, could I have, yeah, she'll walk up to some of the soldiers and be like, right, could either of you explain what just happened here?
We were called to cordon off the area, champion. Apparently, Lieutenant Orbraids said something about a murder.
Alright, don't suppose you know where, Orbraids has gone?
He's inside, compiling a report. We holds a hand up to you. It's like, we were told we can let the champions in one at a time to recover effects and such.
Right, but right, but I think we have a witness here. Not that she's in any state to talk.
She looks like she needs a pint and a stint in the medical tent, if you ask me. But what do I know? I'm not a champion.
But come on, brain, do the thing.
Would you like me to reiterate? Birchmila,
Sorry,
would you like me to reiterate?
Sure.
Orbraids is inside. The guard said champions can go in one at a time to, like, retrieve their gear if they need it. But she's, like, reconnoitering the area. Because there had been, apparently, a murder. That's what these guards have been told. And then he said that Driga looks like she needs a pint and a stay in the medical wing.
Alright. Right, so she'll say, would you mind keeping an eye on her while I go get some things?
No problem at all, but you'll have to wait. Bragomir is in at the moment.
Oh, thanks. And then she'll just, like, pull her off to the side so she's not blocking anything.
Yeah. And then,
wait.
yeah, like, I don't know, 15 minutes later, Cinderclad comes out. This is one of the first times we've seen him. Look at this guy.
Yeah, look
The
at this
bastard.
Yeah, a little bit of a bastard, a little bit of a vampire-looking bastard.
guy. Is this
And
guy?
he comes out with, like, a rucksack over his shoulder, and he like nods to the guards and just like keeps walking. Doesn't even look at you. I figured as much, Gamzee, but you don't know where they went, so.
Yeah. The classic blind search.
Yeah, well, make an investigation check. So, yeah, that was Ragamir. He just walked out, so if you want to go in.
I will do
Ragamir's
just that.
Cinderclad. That is a name.
Yep. So,
Right?
yeah, the guards, like, watch Driga. You step in, Firga, and, it wasn't a murder. It was a fight. This room has been tossed. You see, like marks in the doorway of, like, weapons, spellfire, like, soot all over the floor, and the back of the room, which is where Orbraids is right now, has, like, this huge soot mark and, like, blood, like, all over the wall, like somebody painted it. It was, like, very clearly Oreg didn't go down, like, quietly. This wasn't an ambush, like, they fought. I mean, it was probably an ambush, but Oreg fought. And apparently he fought with all that he had.
Good lord.
Like, all the beds are tossed, there's, like, effects everywhere, like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
bad.
What a murder, dear.
So, yeah, you speak, and the lieutenant, like, turns. Remember, she's got her head shaved, currently. She's got all
Right.
of her, like, nuts and bolts around her neck. And she's got a clipboard. She says, try to find something that belongs to you, I guess.
Actually, I came in to get the rest of Driga's armor. She was kind of caught, with her pants down, so to speak.
I think, like, yeah, the lieutenant just, like, gestures helplessly around the room, like, if you can find it, go nuts.
Yeah, and she'll, like, start poking around where she can.
Blummerwold, you're a smart one.
I like to think I am.
What do you make of this? We found the victim there. And she, like, points below the big blood stain.
Okay. I'm sorry, where did you say the bloodstain was?
Against the back wall, like, opposite the door, like, down the whole length of the barracks.
From what I make of it, if it wasn't obvious, it was no ambush or anything like that. It sounds like there was a all-out duel in here. That or someone was looking for something and then tried to make a mess of it.
We got some reports of kobolds, but they're hardly fire breathers.
Hey, it strikes me as so odd.
Sentries don't report anything. Needs me to believe it's someone from the camp.
Hey. She, like, peers over her shoulder suspiciously, but she doesn't say anything just yet.
Yeah, right. But that would mean someone with authorization, which is only the champions, and, well, my lot, which I can account for all of them. Which means there's a traitor.
A traitor? Or possibly someone trying to get a leg up. But that's just speculation on my part.
Was hoping you'd come here, actually.
Hey, why's that?
Chance to talk to you privately.
Hey?
You'll want to see this, but mum's the word, eh?
Hey?
You go over to where she's standing, and in the there's a pool of blood, like, because, you know, Oreg was, like, slammed up there and then left for a while, right?
Right.
And in the like edge of the blood stain, written like with, like, a finger, it says FIRG, or FYRG, pardon me.
Oh, that's lovely.
I have never known you to use healing magic, girl. Or fire magic, pardon me.
Wasn't me.
I don't think it was. But clearly the victim had something to tell you.
Well, between you and I, it looks like it just might.
What do you mean?
I tapped one of the Taurus, Breaking Dawn. He's a really good healer.
Smart girl. Taking command of the situation as usual.
I learned from the best.
The sister's AWOL.
Hey, she's waiting outside.
She looks at you surprised, like, I'm sorry, what?
Hey, we went to go see a brother. Dawn's doing his thing, but I figure it would be best to get her away from the screaming.
Like, she holds her hand up to make you stop talking. She says, I sent out the search party. I thought she ran off in the snow.
No, she should be right outside.
That's very good. Very good, in fact. But she's not on report to Emerald, but she shouldn't be out and about. If someone has, trouble with one of the twins, the other's in danger. ...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so you and the lieutenant run out. Driga is gone, but Breaking Dawn is walking by.
Breaking Dawn.
So, Dawn, you're walking through the dwarf camp, and one of the, buildings that you don't know what it is, the door flies open, and Firga and this other dwarf come out.
Good, I found you.
Good, we found you. Did you happen to see where the other one went?
No, but the one I healed spoke.
What do you have to say?
Cinder Mantle.
Looks at Orbraids.
I know naught of your people, and I dare not speak ill of those I do not know. But evidence is stacked against him.
I don't suppose it was Cinderclad.
Did I say the wrong name?
Yes, you did.
My bad.
No worries.
But that makes sense because you're not unfamiliar.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes sense.
Did you mean Cinderclad? Yes.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, you swear, and the lieutenant grabs you by the shoulder. She switches to Dwarvish, not knowing if Dawn can speak it or not. Hey Nightfall, what are you clicking?
I'm not clicking anything. That's someone else.
No, it's not. Your thing is lighting up, and there's a sound every so often.
I hear that clicking too. It's not coming from me.
Then why is Keelio lighting up on the overlay and Nightfall lighting up on the Discord? What do you want?
I'm not making it. I'm not making any sound at all.
Yeah.
I'm not clicking. I hear the clicking through my headset. It's someone else.
No, I am staring at Discord. I'm watching your thing light up every couple seconds. What do you want?
I'm not making it when it lights up. I'm not making. It's not making any sound. I'm not making any sound whatsoever.
Then how did I know to call you out on the clicking?
It wasn't me clicking.
Okay. We're not getting
Someone
anywhere
else?
except your thing is lighting up and no one else's thing is lighting up. So, what do you want me to do? Oh, now Gamzee is lighting up.
That's the sound I was hearing. It was Gamzee.
Yeah, that is the sound that I was hearing too. Why was your thing is lighting up? That's weird. But anyway, Gamzee, what are you clicking?
Sorry, I'm taking notes.
Would you mind to push a talk?
I can just put this notepad away.
I mean, notes are good. I just need you to not.
These are just separate notes that I was doing in the meantime.
Got it.
I can just put that away. There we go.
So anyway, circling back, the lieutenant grabs you by the shoulders, which is a Dwarvish, Firga. She says, I know how this looks, Dwemerwold, but you have to do this correctly.
Aye.
We've a reputation to uphold. We're the hosts here.
Aye.
Keep your head on. Come to my office in, say, an hour. We'll talk.
Aye.
And she turns and, walks away. She leaves, and the dwarven guard, turns to you, Firga, and he goes, Wait, you told me to watch her. I did. I watched her. And then Champion Cinderclad said he was going to take her for a drink.
Oh, fuck.
I take it that was a bad thing.
No, you did fine. Did you see which way they went?
I mean, it's a big camp, lass.
A heading is better than nothing.
Yeah, he, points.
Alright, thanks. Anything particular in that direction, or just off to nowhere?
I mean, yeah, there were, he pointed, toward the market and, the cat, the vendors. The food vendors.
Alright.
It is a completely logical place to take somebody to get a drink.
Okay. In that case, she's gonna try and catch up with Orbraids if she's not too far.
Orbraids had something to do. She said catch up to her in an hour.
I know, but something, developments.
I mean,
well.
fair.
Yep.
But yeah, Orbraids was moving with purpose. She was doing the Winter Soldier walk when she left.
Don't mind me arguing against you there, Firga. Might be a good idea to go save your friend.
Yeah, I know. Never mind.
You are welcome to make that attempt, and Dawn will probably help you.
No, I'm just gonna head off in that direction and see if I can track them down.
When you say that direction, we were talking about a whole bunch of directions there.
Yeah, that's the problem.
No, I mean, we were talking about 2 or 3 different directions, and you said that direction. I have no idea which one you mean. Right. Let me say it a different way. What's your objective?
The objective is to, find them. How I'm still working out how to do that.
Okay. Well, luckily there's a mechanism for this. Make an investigation check with disadvantage, please.
Perfect.
And the only reason you're making this at disadvantage is because Cinderclad is trying not to be discovered.
Cool.
So he's actively obfuscating you.
I was about to try arguing neutral role because snow tracks, but he probably would have been smart enough to just put a bunch around.
Actually, I was gonna...
That, but also, he's going into a densely populated area. There's not a lot of snow tracks in this area anyway because there's so many people moving around.
I could argue neutral role because Dawn is helping.
Yeah. I was about to ask if I would get any help from Dawn being so darn tall.
You don't know what Cinderclad looks like, Dawn.
No.
So
But I know where
how would you help Firga? You don't know what you're looking for.
You have seen Driga.
I have seen Driga, though.
Driga is dressed in a soldier's uniform. As is Firga. There's a lot of soldiers all over the place.
About half of one, you said.
Okay, valid. I don't think that's enough to confer advantage, though.
What if I lift Firga?
Yeah, okay. Neutral roll.
Okay, cool.
I shall give you height.
Investigation, you said?
Yes. Make sure you're rolling as your character.
Ooh, sorry.
With that roll, you're not gonna find him.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, yeah, you get out to the market, and it's just, like, people are waking up. People are really wanting to forget what happened last night. So there's a lot of people in the market area of all various races. Like, you almost, like, if Dawn wasn't holding you up like, you know, a girlfriend at a rock concert, you might risk losing Dawn. Like, this was planned.
I think she's gonna start asking just casually, hey, did you happen to see which way Emberclad or Driga went?
Not with that roll, sorry.
Alright.
Gotta change the variables.
I'm a bit stumped.
Okay. Well, we can come back to you.
The evidence.
I thought asking around what would change the variable.
Investigation is... Oh, well, no, see, that's the thing, Nightfall. Like, just looking or tracking would be perception or survival. Investigation is gathering information. And Firka failed that roll. I assumed asking around was step 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said, we can give you some time to do a think. In the meantime, let's Nightfall, you're echoing.
Oh, I did a think.
That was quick.
I also happen to know a tracker, don't I?
Yes, but while that is true, tracking anything through the central market lane will be very difficult. And also, both Driga and Ragnir have been on patrol, so their scent would be everywhere. Like, you are welcome to go get Kilio and make an attempt, but it will not be an easy one.
Okay. Then yeah, I need to think.
Okay. In the meantime, hey Lash, did you get any sleep last night?
Very rough sleep, but she slept.
Where'd you sleep?
Probably back at her own tent.
Okay. So I think you wake up hoping to hear, like, the sounds of the work camp, and you're met with distant orcish but mostly silence as you put your armor on, you do your daily discipline meditation to get your spells, and then you exit the camp to see the people that were hiding out in the war chief's building were
non-combatants.
They're doing their do it, but there's not many people around, so it was real, unfortunately.
I think Glash just sighs a little through her nose, shakes her head, and just goes about business.
Which would be what?
Probably a quick look around camp to make sure nothing's too amiss.
Okay. You find an official-looking dwarf trying to find someone who will talk to him.
Lash will walk over.
It's not the Kandatragar, but he's dressed similarly.
Lash looks over at him and starts walking that way, kind of like with the "I'm coming to talk to you, what is it" posture.
Yeah, and he perks up when he sees you, and he says, well, you're someone with rank then. I'm looking for whoever is in charge around these parts. I've a message from the Kandatragar.
Do you wish to speak to any particular high house?
All of them, aye, and I'm here for, and he looks at his, paper. Dim Watcher!
That would be me. I'm Lash of House Dark Driver of High House Dim Watcher, or what remains of it.
Yeah, right. The Kandatragar wants to know if you've got anyone who needs, special attention for whatever reason, medical or otherwise, as well as if you require any reagents or personnel for burial rites, mourning, that sort of thing. Likewise, I know this is not the best time, but we've been instructed while we're getting that information for you lot to put your names forward for an upcoming tournament, if you like. When the moot resumes proper, we'll need names to draw from for what we're calling the Ring of Valor. I've already got a dim watcher here already. Tug?
Toe. And there's poison in the way she says that. You can put me on that list as well.
I'll put your name down. You said Crash?
Lash.
Lash. Yeah. The Schooneron have such interesting names, easy to bite down on. Got anyone else you want me to put on the list here?
You'd have to ask the other high houses.
I know. From Dim Watcher, you said you're in charge.
She sighs. We have very few, if any, combatants left, I'm afraid.
Right. Very well. So, reagents, personnel, special attention for medicine or anything else. Anything you need to make the passing of the fallen a bit more bearable. Gauntlegrim is at your disposal.
Out of character, would
That is for you to decide.
I'm just trying to figure out if the people who would do the rites and rituals would be combatants or if they'd be non-coms.
Probably all of you know how to do them.
Yeah. Alright. Here's another stupid question. Like, would Lash have basically been one of the only people to have been able to bring Dim Watcher because she's one of the last? Or would someone else have helped with that? Like, have the dead even been retrieved yet?
Yeah, no, you set the Dim Watcher to work. Like, they got him.
Then yeah, I think Lash shakes her head. We have it handled.
Very well. The Conductor's office is open to any petitioners throughout the day, the evening, and the night. If you need more time, all you have to do is talk to one of us, the fish we're looking at we're on, and we'll get you sorted. This is a difficult time for everyone, and as I said, Gauntlegrim just wants to help.
Lash, like, nods solidly.
Right, I'll be moving on to, and looks down, the Red Spears. I don't suppose you could point me in the right direction.
Yeah, Lash will nod and, like, I think she might point him in the right direction and maybe, like, explain what their banner looks like.
Yeah, totally. And he nods and, like, you explain it's like, oh, it's the banners! That makes sense! Oh, thank you kindly! And off he goes.
Lash, like, watch him go, sigh, and just, oh boy. Then she goes back on patrol.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Like, after she's patrolled for a bit, I think she's probably... Has Red Spear come by to, like, offer their assistance or not yet?
You did that last night.
So are they around as well, or...?
That depends. Did you take them up on it?
Not for consumption, but for assistance, yes.
Then yeah, there's probably, like, some Red Spears, like just general upkeep of the little town.
Yeah, I think Lash likes find whoever was in charge of that group and tells them, I need to go handle something. Watched the camp for me.
Yeah, you get a sharp nod and a captain, you know.
Lash like thumps her chest and then she's gonna go see if she can find Runyak, because she has that thing she needs to give him.
Right, so Kelio and Runyak, where'd you guys end up passing out at? Runyak, you don't get a choice in this. You are in the Goliath camp. The question is where.
Oh, no, that absolutely was never a choice. It's in the hall.
Okay, so you passed out in the hall. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like after... Did the partying ever die down?
No, because you're mourning.
Yeah, the party never dies. You're Goliaths.
That, but also, like, you're mourning. That's how you mourn.
I feel like at some point, Kilio found like the warm. There's a hearth somewhere in this place.
The
yes,
wake doesn't
there's,
end until
there's
everyone's
long
asleep.
ass raised trench fires between the tables.
I think she found like a corner next to him. Like one of her wolves is like next to her.
Yeah,
She's
totally.
laying. Yeah, she's like laying back into its side.
So you're probably woken up first, Kelio, to help make breakfast.
Definitely.
There are incapacitated humans all over the hall. There's at least one hanging from the rafters.
Oh no.
The Goliaths
not-
are mostly just like stepping over them.
not climbing up there to get that one. Probably the only one that could.
No, literally all one of the Goliaths have to do is stand up and reach above their head.
Think she yawns. I don't think Kilio drank a whole lot. I don't think she did.
Why not?
So you got a point.
Like, okay, Kelio didn't drink a whole lot. Why not? Tell me.
So she can drink some more now.
Perch me lot.
Grace D. Ow. I don't actually have a reason. However, do I need to roll to avoid a hangover?
No, you have one.
Fuck. I was gonna say that I have stout resilience.
Does that help you with
Which-
poison?
Yes.
You have advantage on saving throws against poison. There's no saving throw for this.
Yeah. Resistance to poison damage. No.
Oh, okay, fine. Make a con save with advantage.
Cool.
Fine. Fine.
I'm gonna fail this
Let you
anyway.
have your-
You have a hangover, Kelio.
Oh boy. I think she groans and pries herself from Bedwolf.
Yes. You, like, waddle into the kitchen, blurry-eyed and, like, cotton-mouthed. Your Amma passes you some, like, berry juice and, like, a muffin. Because she's up and
Nom,
fine,
nom,
because
nom.
of course she is.
Of course she is.
And she's just, like,
she had
like
she had to cook and watch her dining hall. Of course
yeah,
she
exactly. So she just, like, got her arms folded, and she's just, like, waiting for you to, like, regain consciousness.
is. I think it like takes about 5 minutes after she eats the muffin
Yeah,
and
right.
the juice.
Right.
What's the plan for breakfast? I don't know if breakfast is the word they use, but
They,
yeah.
I mean, it's close enough. she like glances out like through the little serving window, and she says, "Pest removal."
Tor's
for
already
one."
here. I think Tor's already here.
Of course he is.
Ab-
He's passed out at
absolutely.
one of the tables.
He's right next to Runyak.
Define pest?
I think she just like gestures at all the drunken foolery. Yeah, like your Amma has a rule, like nobody eats until you clean up.
Oh, go get a pail of snow and melt it over the fire. Because of course you pour water on them.
Yeah, totally. So you turn to go, and she says, "Ja,
Yes, Alma.
don't spread
Yes,
yourself
Amma?
too thin."
I'll
I've
try
hardly
not
seen
to.
you the last day.
It was a long day.
It's just a dragon.
There was also an ice spider.
You'll have to tell me about it. And the tone is like, "You didn't tell me about your hunt, little miss."
Oh shit, I'm in trouble. Yes, Alma.
Snow?
As soon as I get the, huh?
She said snow.
Yeah, as soon as I get the pail of snow, I will tell you all about it.
Okay. So you go outside, you get the big like cattle metal pail.
Why not just
Mhm.
dump the snow on them?
Yeah, right. And I'm assuming because first of all, the pail is as big as Kelio.
Yes.
First of all, but I think Kelio is the type to drag it along the ground and scoop snow.
Yes.
Make an athletics
absolute.
check.
Okay.
Kelio, snow scooper.
Yes. Okay.
Heck
So
yeah.
you scoop up a big pail full of snow, and something falls out of your cloak.
Dot reaches down, picks it up.
It's a scrap of
Looks it
paper
over.
that says Throck Hide Spinner.
Blink, blink, blink. Out of character. I know what it is. Just Kilio to remember what it is. There's a mechanism for this.
There is a mechanism for this. This is an insight check. I'd say that's reasonable.
Okay. I think she blinks at it for a
Also,
moment.
make sure you're
and
rolling
then-
as your character.
I thought it was. Nope, I refreshed the page, that's why. She blinks at it a moment. Like, refocuses. Oh, that's what that was. And she puts it back in her cloak and resumes going on about bringing the bucket inside.
Okay, so you're small child with a pail full of sand, bucket into the eating hall. Who is gonna get snowed?
First one tore.
Okay, so you
Bet you I didn't get him first.
yeah, so you blast him with snow, and he sits up from the table. Tor's gonna make a con save, which is not gonna go well for him. Yeah, no. So you blast him with snow. He sits up, coughing. Bear's teeth, little sister. What?
Alma says we have to clean up our mess.
Alma can wait. Ow. Oh, what did I drink?
A lot.
Alma wants to know your location. She's just
The
staring at Tor
answer is
with
a lot.
ass look.
I think he just like holds his head with one hand and with his other arm just flings snow back at you. Like, fuck off.
Can you help me wake the others?
No. Do you have to talk so loud?
I think when he says no, she goes out to get another pail.
To dump on him.
Okay, so you make another athletics check.
Yes, of course.
You are going to get thrown by one of these Goliaths.
So you- yes,
and
you-
no one is going to catch you.
Gather up another pail full of sand or snow, and you go to like set it right so you can pick it up, and you hear, "What, Tor?"
To Mac. What?
Oh. I think the next one that's gonna get it is Runyak.
Okay, you have to find Runyak first.
I think. I feel like it's gonna be a couple buckets before Runyak gets found.
Yeah, yeah. So you come back in, and yeah, the Goliaths are like groggily being roused.
Yeah.
And
At what point do you bucket Orvar?
Orvar's not in here.
Yeah, Orvar absolutely did not stay.
Yeah.
Darn.
So I think like you look like Tor, like you come in carrying the bucket, and Tor like looks over. His eyes are all red and bloodshot. Not a happy Tor, and he goes, "What are we doing about the runts?"
Wake him up all the same?
If I wake them up all the same, I'll kill them.
Snow will be fine.
Good luck. That one has a. What even is that weapon?
I think she's gonna point at the one that's hanging from the rafter. Can you get him?
Like looks up. How in eagle's wings? And just reaches up, grabs the dude, like lays him on a table, and then he looks at you like, "What do? I don't want to kill it."
I think she like gets a snowball out of the pail, yeets it out of space.
Yeah. So just like sits up, coughing. By the ancestors, what did? Oh, what was in that keg? Oh, where? And he sees Tor looming over him. He goes, "Oh, I'm dead. I'm in the halls of the Father. Okay.
You're not dead. You just have a hangover."
I've had orcish firewater. What was in that keg, halfling?
What is the name of what the Goliaths call what they make?
What they make? I mean, realistically, it's probably like vodka.
No, they make shine.
I mean, yes, that's basically what vodka is.
Moonshine.
Looks at Tor, looks at the kid, looks at Tor.
I'd probably call it
Looks back at the
like snow gleam.
Snowgleam, I love it. But I think Kilio's answer is the good stuff?
There's a pause, and then the human like goes to say something, claps a hand over his mouth, and runs out.
Oh God!
Pieces these children.
Well,
I think
one down.
I think I found a better solution to this. So I'm gonna start getting more snowballs.
Okay, so you make snowballs. Tor like goes over and like grabs another Goliath, like a lady Goliath, like rolls her over on the bench, slaps her across the face, and then like goes to step back, and she just slugs him in the nose, and like falls back holding his face, and he looks over at you like it's your fault.
You did this to me.
He could have used the snow.
Yeah, I think that's literally her response.
You told him to get them up!
I'll pay you back, it's fine.
Yeah, you will. He like coughs.
Or rather, he'll pay you back.
I think I yeet a snowball at like the nearest
Yeah,
human
you like
Goliath.
yeet at a Goliath. Okay, so you yeet it at a Goliath. Okay.
Fairness gets away from him.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, perfect. So you like yeet a snowball at a Goliath. The Goliath pops up. Dragon! Brunyak, you wake up because someone shouts dragon.
It's.
Do several humans wake up because someone shouts
several
dragon?
humans, several Goliaths all wake up.
It's shoot up, hand wherever X would be. X isn't there.
Make a con save.
Oh no.
Didn't you get plastered?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yup. So you sit up, you retreat. I think you're still drunk, Runyak.
Dragon.
What the fuck happened?
How do you drink so much you wake up drunk?
Runyak Eriksson, everyone.
Well, clearly he hasn't used the bathroom yet, so...
So Tor's like, there's not a dragon except for the one between my ears, right, little sister?
Nod.
Do most of them have their eyes closed? Nodding is not gonna help you.
Yes, there's not any dragons.
So
We
clear
killed the
out
one-
so we can put the tables back together and have breakfast.
Hard.
Wait, is it morning already?
Yeah, it's morning. I mean, it's dark outside, but it's morning.
Yes, it's morning.
Was there a dragon, little sister, at some point?
Yeah, like, what fucking time? Yesterday?
Like, evening.
Yesterday evening? It died in like a minute.
Well, of course, we took care of it. And it like tries to flex and he can't do it. It's like, oh.
Oh.
You didn't do shit. That was mostly up to Fierga and Keelio.
Right. And like stands up and he just like goes over and he grabs two of the like human girls, one under each arm, and he goes, "I'll take these," and just starts to walk out.
Hey, hold on.
What? I'm not gonna eat them.
Not. Where are you going, my kid?
I'm gonna make sure that Keelio doesn't throw snow at them. I'll give them a better wake-up call than this.
I yeet one at Tor's face.
He is holding two unconscious people. Okay, he's gotta make a dex save. He's got pretty good dex.
This is totally shit Goliath would do.
Yeah, no, okay. So, you're like, where are you going with those? Keelio yeets Snowball. Tor drops both of them. It's like, they like hit the ground and like groan and sit up. So now there's two grumpy ladies.
Good job, genius.
Tor just like wipes his face.
They're still here, aren't they?
I get your lunch, little sister. And your dessert.
Oh, by the ancestors.
Do you want, like, what is, like, the temporary curative for hangover aside from time? Is it, like, coffee or some shit? I don't drink, so I don't know.
But I don't know if you have coffee.
Well, it would be coffee, but that's more of a southern thing.
Water, like getting you hydrated will take care of a hangover.
More
But like
alcohol.
the main thing is like go for a walk in the snow. You'll sober up real quick.
Okay, so I just remove the walk in and just snow is the answer. Got it.
You're gonna make a lot of enemies.
I'm not gonna throw any more snow.
The longhouse is slowly emptying, including the humans.
Okay, I'm gonna just shake some awake this time.
You hear, oh god, it's cold!
Yeah, I mean you found Runyak.
Yeah, I found Runyak.
Would Runyak be conscious enough to try and help get people up?
Make another con save.
Okay. I'm good at this. Shut up.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
Okay. Then, yeah,
I'm
he
surprised
can
you're
help.
alive.
Huh? I am fairly tough. It takes more than a night drinking to
Make a
take
dexterity
old-
saving throw.
to take old Runyak down.
Okay, so so you passed. So what happens when like Keelio says, "I'm surprised you were alive," and Solvi like walks up behind you and just smacks you on the back and goes, "It's gonna take more than that to take out Rune Strike."
Oh God, Solvi, don't do that again.
Oh, Dad!
Careful, you'll break him.
Nah.
No. I am unbroken. It's okay.
Very confused orc.
Hey,
Oh, that is the best. Okay, yep. So I think about this point, like amid the grumbling Goliaths and humans, Tor goes, "Am I hallucinating, or is that a dwarf?" And you turn, Kilio, and there's a very confused dwarf standing in the doorway.
I... 10... looks to Solvi, Runyak, Tor if you're still here.
Tor's still here. He's like sitting at a desk. Or at that table, sorry.
Can we help you?
Hey, I'm looking for someone in charge.
Points to
Tor
Alma.
goes, "I'm in charge."
Pointing vehemently at Alma.
Your Alma
Runyak's
is not
pointing at
visible.
Kilio.
Yeah, your Alma's not visible currently, Kilio.
Oh. I can...
I should have
You're not-
specified. Tor and every other Goliath in this room went, "I'm in charge."
And Runyak immediately started pointing at Kilio.
Kilio, what do you do?
I'll go find the Primarch. It's like sunken shoulders, starting to walk out into the snow.
Might be easier if you just take a message.
What do you need?
So, Miss Halfling, I suppose, looks you up and down, like, I'm pretty sure you're a halfling, I'm not sure if you're a miss, like, he's like looking you up and down, like, so, the Kandatragar, that is the council,
The what now?
Our gracious host, has tasked me and a few of my kin to, go around to all the camps and make certain you have everything you need. Any reagents or personnel you require, anyone needs attention for what have you.
Looks at Runyak, who's about to die, standing up.
Yeah, right?
Runyak, blink, blink. Oh.
Solveig passes you a flask, Runyak.
You know what? Drink.
We're going again.
He's gonna take whatever's in front of him.
Make a con save.
Oh no.
I am the best.
Okay,
Look at
so
Ru-
you
looks at
don't
Runyak, he can't-
immediately vomit. It's some kind of like bark and mushroom tea that is cold,
Ugh.
but your hangover clears up immediately.
Oh,
Oh shit.
thank the spirit. What is that?
Hmm?
What is that?
Sophie like takes the flask back and like tucks it into his vest. He's like, "What's what?"
I'll get to you later.
I was going to say something for hangovers, but it seems we have that sorted.
Right.
I don't mean to step on your request there, miss, but you think the Adderall have a cure for hangovers? You're rather funny. They don't call them dwarf killers for nothing.
If you'll excuse me, I'll go tell the Primarch what you told me.
There is one other
said-
thing. Is there a place that I
Alright.
can post a notice?
There's a board here in the hall. Yes.
Perfect. I need to take names for the Ring of Valor. Tor immediately goes, "Do we have to put our own name?" No.
Whose name
not
were you going to put in, Tor?
yours, obviously.
Mine?
Yeah?
Then I'll put in yours.
Can we put in more than one? Perhaps I should just stay here and take sign-ups, huh? Do you mind if I claim a table here?
You'd have to speak to...
Yes,
Alma.
sit down! Tor's already, like, muscling past you to go outside. Hey, everyone! You wanna fight?
Oh,
Come
God.
sign up!
I'm
God.
sorry. I totally thought Tor's reaction was gonna be, no, then that'll be one less table for breakfast.
I mean, it's a big ass long haul. Ow, fuck, Birch Mila.
I see.
Gracie.
No more talking. I'm sorry, Gracie, but no more talking. Excuse me. Then the dwarf like hurriedly like sits down, pulls out a clipboard.
Kilio writes Tor's name. Tor writes Kilio's name.
Yeah, Tor writes little sister, actually.
I'm gonna write next to it.
Like, I'm
Kilio.
sorry, Gracie, but if your mic is gonna keep exploding, like, I can't have you doing that. If you can get it fixed consistently, then more power to ya.
I think.
Which is a shame because Firga and Dawn were about to roll in.
I think Kilio puts in Tor's name,
Mm-hmm.
and I think she writes Kilio next to little sister, kind of over to the side. We're all writing in giant script. I just realized this.
No, most people are writing in common.
Okay.
Should take a page from Bright's book and just talk in here then. I mean, you can. I take that to mean you can't fix your audio issues. Because what it sounds like is it sounds like what happens when I nudge my my mixer, and like the connection like shorts and starts exploding. But if you can like reset it, it should be fine. Then just don't hit it. So anyway. So Lash, how are you looking for Runyak?
Probably goes to the human camp first because where else would she go look?
Okay. Interesting. I mean, vibrations on the floor could be enough to do it. Figure out, like, if somebody else is moving around, or if, like, vehicles are going by, or something like that, that could be enough to do it. Because it seems to be fixed after you reset the connection. So you head to the human camp, probably about the same time that, like, some of the, like, drunken humans are, like, getting back in. You see the 8 big, like, log cabin pyres set up. They've got, like, people on them now, covered in, like, blankets. But you're stopped at the gate, by a very tired-looking Seagwolf. He says, not much of a sentry, I know, but state your business. The Alder's not here.
Well, I was looking for your Alder. Where is he?
If I knew... I sent a tracker out for him last night. Haven't heard back from either of them. I think something's happened.
And I think Lash, like, looks out into the snow, just... Shit.
Apparently the tracker was supposed to be one of the best.
Who was the tracker?
The halfling with the Goliaths. Wolfwalker.
Has Lash seen Kilio? Like,
Yes.
wait, yeah, no. I think Lash nods. Then I guess I'm going
I
to
was the
Goliath.
one who shot the arrow.
Right, I forgot. I'm stupid, sorry.
They've been out all night. I've been looking for
They may
them.
May have gone back to the Goliath camp.
Why? No, that's ridiculous. If the Elder was safely back to the moot, he'd come and tell me. He knows how difficult it is.
Yeah.
Are there any, like, drunken kids staggering through the front gate?
Yeah, there's a bunch.
I think Lash, like, just out of habit, just grabs one of the kids. Have you seen your Alder?
Bad.
Size.
So you, like, grab the kid, and Sigwolf, like, immediately, like, grabs your arms and shoves you back. Make an athletics check.
The bed gravity is real with these kids.
I mean,
Athletic head?
Yes.
they just spent the night either on wood or stone.
Yeah.
First
So
would be a
so
much
so Sig,
preferred area.
so Sigwolf like grabs you by both of your wrists and does the classic like you're not gonna grab me like break, like shoves your arms to either side, and then pushes you back away from them by your shoulders. And when you stagger back, like he's got his shield out. He doesn't pull a weapon, but he pulls his shield out and he says, "What do you think you're doing? Don't you dare lay a hand on them!"
Just going to ask them something.
You can ask me. I'm lucid, I'm here, and I'm on guard.
I was just going to ask and see if, since they all seem like they've been out all night, I was wondering if maybe they'd seen him.
I'm telling you, if he came back, he would report to me. I've been up all night waiting. If he was here, I would know. Something's happened out in the snow, maybe another dragon. But I can't leave the camp to go look myself.
God, these kids are pessimists. Holy
I
shit.
love Sigwolf. This kid is great.
Well, you aren't going to look regardless. You look like you didn't sleep.
Obviously not. I have to report to the Elder. And finish the pyres. And make sure everyone gets into bed. There's too much to do.
I figured as much. At least take a rest. I'll keep watch here.
You have no authority here. And likewise, you're the enemy.
Fox eyebrow. What?
There are people in this camp who see you, and all they see is a charging bear.
Rolls eyes a bit. Unbroken orcs are unbroken for a reason.
I don't know what that means.
It means we have not given in to the will of blood.
What?
Does Lash know another fucking way to say this?
Make an insight check, actually, Lash. Because you said a thing. That what wasn't... What are you, like, that what wasn't, I don't understand what the will of blood is. That what was like, oh fuck. What's the turn of phrase? I've been saying no shit for years, but there's a new phrase that's been cropping up. Dead ass. There it is. Like yeah, the what that Sigwolf said was like, dead ass? You're not bound to the will of blood? Like, what?
The orcs that live below ground in the Underdark and that follow Grumsh are broken. We are unbroken. We will not do as we are instructed by that fucking joke.
Okay, but you have to understand that these lot, they don't know the difference, and you're frightening. I can't let you stand guard. I cannot give up my position to you if they are going to feel safe here. I appreciate the offer. If you want to help, they went that way, and like points out into the snow. At least the tracker did.
Lash is going to nod and just... She's not going to leave side of the camp, but she's going to, like, go out and take a look.
Okay. Make a survival check with disadvantage. Unfortunately, it's been snowing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head out into the camp, like, far enough for your dark vision to, like, kick in, but not far enough to get lost. And yeah, you see, like a crag cat, one of those big... Let me pull it out for you. So you get a relative size of this thing.
I was wondering when she'd come back.
I mean, it's first thing in the morning. She said she'd be back in the morning.
That's fair.
Let me... Where's Crag Cat? Is it under Misk Creatures? Where is it?
It's under Misk last, I'm pretty sure we discussed.
Yeah, I gotta find the damn thing. What was that noise about?
No, just tired from work today.
Oh.
Small nightfall.
Yeah, here we go. So this is a crag cat relative to Lash. So you see one of these big things. I'm not pulling these out, and I'm not gonna be like roll initiative. I'm just like letting you know, like this is a big beastie. Just like coming over the camp, and it like sees you and like freezes.
It's a giant fluffer.
Lash freezes. Lash doesn't exactly freeze. She more just drops into a more combat position. Like, I can't tell if this is the same crag cat or if this is a random ass creature.
Yeah, you drop into a battle stance, and it like snarls at you, but then it like looks past you to where your back is.
In the back, like, camp.
Yeah.
Is there any way in hell I could probably tell that if this is Eldred or no way in fuck?
Yes, actually, you can. You're not currently being mauled to death.
Did Lash ever hear Eldred's name?
No, you did not. The only human names you know, as far as I am aware, are Orvar, Sigvulf. No, you did hear Eldred's name because at the altercation in the front of the orc camp, when
I had to call her down.
Yeah, you had to call her down. Exactly, that's what I was gonna say.
Lash like lessens her combat position and shouts Eldred, but she like mispronounces it slightly.
Yeah, right. The cat like pauses and then like dips its head and raises it again.
Where's your alder? She mispronounces that as well.
Yeah, I think you say, "Where's your alder?" And the cat like immediately like whips around and starts sniffing.
Raise his eyebrow. Is that a thing she can do now?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
She's a crag cat. Yeah, she's a crag cat.
I should not know what the fuck a druid is, to be fair.
I mean, that's valid. You did see her turn into this creature before, though, so...
Yeah, but at the same time, she doesn't know to what extent that she changes into that creature.
Fair. So I think after a few minutes, the cat makes like a grumpy kitty noise, and like turns back to you, and like very exaggeratedly yawns.
Like, is this her being a smartass or?
No, it is pantomime communication.
That way?
She's not indicating a direction. She was looking, and then she made like a discontented noise, stopped looking, looked back at you, and kind of like lolled her head and yawned. And then looked normally again.
More like a I don't know, or I'm too tired to figure it out.
That one.
I think Lash like drops her shoulders a bit, sighs. Head back to camp. I'll take a look around for him out here.
So yeah, again, head dip, head raise, and just kind of like prowls past you.
Understandable.
And then like a couple of seconds later, following the crag cat but keeping distance, are 3 besaddled horses.
Tilt. She's gonna take a look.
Okay. They're large, besaddled horses with reins. They're keeping the crag cat in sight, but at the same time, they're like, "That's a predator! I don't want to get close to it."
Do they have a person on them, or just horses?
Just horses with gear. There is 3 of them.
Oh boy. Lash is gonna like carefully make her way towards them.
Yeah, like they're gonna walk past you because they're following the crag cat.
Got
I think
So
you go towards the horses, and the cat makes the like warning tomcat yowl, except it's a giant crag cat.
I think Lash just kind of like puts her hands up, like, I'm not gonna do anything for discipline's fucking sake. But then she's just gonna turn around and keep looking for Runyak.
Yeah, so the horses walk past you. You don't see anything else in your time out here.
Deep sigh. Head back towards the moot.
Yeah, so I think like you get to the edge of the moot grounds, and Tiger Princess is like standing at the wall, waiting for you. The horses are nowhere to be found. She looks beat, like she's just sleepy Tiger Princess. She's like leaning on her spear. She like squints at you when you come up. She says, "Are you allowed back in here?"
Like, where is she referring to? The moot in general?
The human camp.
I wasn't allowed in the first place. I had to find. I was looking for your altar, as mentioned.
I can hear you.
Siegwolf said that he wasn't here.
What do you mean he's not here? He went back... And she yawns, like, covers it with her fist. Half a night ago.
Siegwolf said he never came back to the human camp.
What? I can't think clearly. Let me guess, Sigwolf hasn't slept?
Nope.
There's a fair-haired boy. He's got a bow on his back. His name's Orvar. He can help you. If he's back.
I know of him.
Find him. He was traveling with the Alder.
Looks at the human camp, looks at her, kind of quirks an eyebrow.
I'm not in a position to stop you.
Sighs, kind of like gives her a look that says, please go rest, for fuck's sake. And she's gonna just try and take a look around for Orvar.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Lash.
I was gonna give you advantage anyway. So, you're wandering around the camp. You start to hear, like, flute music. It's not a human song. You don't know a lot about human songs, but this isn't one of them, because you've heard this song before.
What?
Yeah. The song that Orvar is playing is a Goliath ballad. You find him, like, sitting by a brazier outside of a tent, playing the flute, and on his lap is his little sketch pad, and there's a sketch of Keelio on it.
Aww.
Aww.
I think Lash, like, approaches him and just... Orvar, correct?
Yeah, he, like, puts the flute down and, like, blinks up at you. He seems well rested.
Kind of gives a look of, that's a new sight. Where's your your war chief? She's getting tired of trying to say Alder.
Yeah, right?
And fucking it up.
Orvar, like, giggles into his hand and then just, like, points.
Do I know what's in that direction?
The Goliath camp.
I fucking told him. Thank you. And she's gonna head that way.
Yeah, you get about 2 steps and you realize Orvar's following you.
Gonna come with, and she, like, jerks her hand in that direction.
I think he nods, but he nods while looking at your back instead of where you're going.
Cute kid.
Lash, does Lash know what this is or not particularly because human?
What do you mean this?
Like, why he'd be doing that, or no?
Make an insight check. There's a mechanism for this. Yeah, actually. He is, like... Orvar doesn't talk much. You've seen this. It's not as common in orcs for obvious reason. But he's... Like, Orvar is... Yeah, he's not really a verbal person. But his body language is just like, I'm gonna go where you go. I'm just gonna follow you.
Then yeah, I think Lash like nods and gestures for him to keep up and starts walking.
Okay. Yeah, so you start like walking through the camp towards the Goliath camp, and you get like out of earshot of anybody that Orvar cares about hearing him, and he says, quietly, he says, the dragon hurt you.
Sorry, repeat, my internet cut weirdly there.
The dragon hurt you.
Not me directly.
And like he's behind you, but he points, and you know he's pointing at the orc camp, and he says, "It's quiet."
Dark Driver and Dim Watcher are more or less gone. Yes, in that case, the dragon did hurt us.
What is unbroken?
Unbroken?
Mm-hmm.
To be unbroken is to not bow to the will of blood, to not fall into what people assume we to be.
Be what you are.
Like, I think she nods a bit.
What is that?
I'm trying to think of how Lash would word this, because to Lash, the simple answer is unbroken.
No.
So I think Lash, like, just kind of gives him a look of, like, I don't really know how to explain this, and it's just unbroken.
Does your chest hurt? You hit it a lot.
No, it doesn't. It's a salute, or a greeting, or an agreement.
It's hard. And he, like, does it, like, he, like, mimics the salute, like, pounds his chest, and he, like, winces and exhales.
I think she, like, almost chuckles a bit. You don't have to do it quite that hard.
You do.
Well, and she, like, gestures to the chainmail, gestures to her gauntlet. I'm a captain. I have to be stern and obscene.
Are you still captain?
I think Lash, like, hesitates there, but then nods. If all goes well, I will be war chief soon.
Alder.
Yes, basically.
He nods.
I have to be. It's that or I give us over to Red Spears.
Is that bad?
Not bad, just unideal.
Why?
My high house is my high house. The fact that many of them went down is bad enough. There's almost nothing left, but what's left I want to defend.
But the people are more important.
The high house is the people.
Then the spears can't take that. Like, tilts his head at you.
If I am not war chief, then it's better than them falling into the hands of someone else. That...
Why?
The only other option for Dark Driver war chief is broken. No one believed me. No, I wasn't able to prove it when I found out.
Matter-of-factly, Orvar goes, I believe you.
She, like, perks up and looks over to him, like... how the hell could you know this? But at the same time, it's nods.
Just pensively smiling at you.
She smiles a bit back and nods.
Your teeth are sharp.
I think she kind of like just touches her her gauntlet to one of her tusks and shrugs. Never really noticed it myself.
I only see it when they're... Well... And he, like, glances at his bow.
She kind of, like, gives that gesture of, yeah, figures.
You talk like we do. It's not, like, a surprise. It's just a statement of fact. Like, you talk like humans.
I was taught a bit by a friend.
No. And he, like makes, like, a sweeping gesture. He says... He doesn't say anything. Just makes a sweeping gesture. Like, all of you.
Then, yeah, she nods.
Different words, but... normal.
And, yeah, she, like, nods again.
Can we help?
Like, is he offering to help in...
You don't know.
way?
You don't know what he's offering. All he said is, "Can we help?"
I think Lash like gives him a look of like, help in what way? Like quirks her eyebrow and just that.
War Chief, help.
I appreciate the offer, but this is a personal matter between me and her.
Spear help?
Red Spears have offered assistance, so...
Can we help? Can we offer assistance? We have
If
food.
I think of a...
I love this fucking kid.
Right?
Like, like Orvar's logic, we only lost 8 people. The orcs got
Lash
fucked.
Yeah. I think Lash, like, opens her mouth and then just... If I think of a way, I will tell you. I appreciate it.
I have good eyes. Alder says so.
Very good to know.
That doesn't come off as mildly creepy.
Most of what Orvar says is mildly creepy.
Yeah, because it's Orvar. But he's also the best bean, so nobody pays that much attention.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so I think about this point, you pass into the Goliath camp, and yeah, you probably see like Runyak like making his way out of the longhouse.
The endearing supersedes the creepy.
And by you see,
Yeah.
I mean Orvar sees it and points it out.
Yeah, like pushing through a bunch of Goliaths
Yeah.
who are crowding around the tent.
So you see Captain Lash and Orvar walking through the Goliath camp.
I think, like, probably Lash didn't see him at first, and then, like, he points and Lash, like, looks between Runyak, looks back to Orvar. You do have good eyes. And just walks over.
He's like radar, but with the sight instead of hearing.
Yes.
Good boy.
Oh, Lash, was it?
Nods. Thumps chest.
So you say Orvar corrects you and says, "Captain."
Yes, thank you, Orvar. Captain Lash.
Yeah, Lash looks to Orvar and smiles a bit, and...
Orvar beams at you with like closed eyes.
Aww.
Too heckin' cute!
Bean.
Yes.
I
But,
have invoked Bean.
You're
But-
a bean.
Is there something I can help you with, Captain?
I wanted to deliver on something that we discussed earlier. And she, like, pulls out one of the drafts of sight.
So yeah, you pull out the potion, and Orvar goes, "Sigwolf is upset."
Yeah, I kind of figured he would be.
He didn't
And I think
sleep.
before she... Yeah, and I think before she hands it over, she, like, gives Runyak this look of, "Motherfucker, go back to your camp. This kid is losing it." He said you'd come back, and if you came back, you'd tell him.
Yes, and then some things happened. We'll leave it at that. And grabs potion, starts walking towards human camp.
Lash like opens her mouth to like, you might want me to.
What
Because
is,
Lash knows what the
what is
draft
both of your passive perceptions, by the way?
Lash's passive perception is 13.
Mine is also 13.
Okay, so I don't think either one of you see it. Like, you take the potion and you start, like, nyom, and then Lash is like, but wait, and you follow him, and neither of you see Orvar slip away.
The boy is going to go see his possible girlfriend.
Boy is going to do Izumi.
Such a cute kid.
He
So, yeah.
is, for the love of God.
So you're marching back to the human camp with Lash following behind you, Runyak.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
I think as they're walking back, like Lash catches up to him. You really don't want to drink one of those without knowing what it does.
That does seem like a poor choice. If you could tell me what happens when one takes these.
Would Lash know entirely? Like, I believe it said that Maug left instructions with him, didn't it?
No. Maug left a note, which you read. You've taken one of these before, though. You are going to trip hella balls, and the ancestor spirits are going to guide you where you need to be.
I don't know if the orcs have a word for trip balls.
Yes, actually, you do. You will be tested.
Yeah, like as they're walking, you'll be tested, and the ancestors will take you to where you need to be.
That sounds promising. How long does an experience like that usually last?
I imagine it varies person to person.
It varies person to person. Also varies on the size of the dose.
Varies based on the size of the draft.
Usually you have a
varies
shaman
individual.
present so that you don't, like, hurt yourself.
It's recommended to have a shaman present. These are more often than not used in being sworn or in, well, our burial rites.
Good to know. Thank you.
You get back towards the human camp, Runyak, and like you see like one of the very sleepy kids like at the gate like slap the other one awake and then run off into the camp.
Just audible smack over the plains, and Lash just
Your ass is about to get an earful, Runyak.
Oh, he knows.
Oops.
So yeah, you get up to the gate. You can go in. Lash is stopped unless you're like, boy, she's with me. Like,
Oh yeah, no, it's just they stopped Lash. Who told you to stop her?
we've got wounded, Elder, and we're tired. Should we
I can
really
help
let
with
an
the
enemy
wounded.
scout into the camp?
Has she posed a threat to us?
her eye twitches a little bit at the enemy scout, and then like
I think he says the Reghedgic word for orc.
Runyak nods and is still giving the "did I stutter" look.
Yeah, I think the kid's too tired to care. He just kind of like nods and Lash goes in. And then yeah, almost immediately like Sigwolf is coming up the like, I don't want to call it a road, but it's like the path between tents.
Yeah,
Like
the main pathway.
Sigwolf is like, yeah, coming up to you, and he's like, he's in that like, oh god, you're alive phase, and he comes up,
It's gonna
very
last for about
obviously
10
hasn't
seconds.
slept, and probably been
Mhm.
working all night.
Oh yeah.
And he's,
Hug in 3, 2, 1.
I don't think so. I think because Sigwolf is still in command.
Yeah.
So I think he comes up to him, and he says, Alda, there you are. Thank the gods. What happened? Did you have trouble finding the moot again? We were worried. He sniffs. Why do you smell like booze?
To answer your questions in succession, no, we did not have a hard time finding the moot, especially with the tracker you sent for me. I'm grateful for that, actually. And she had guided me back towards their camp. to which I was only meaning to stay for a short while, and then, well, one thing led to another, and I woke up halfway on a bar stool.
Fax machine noises. Sigwolf
You got fucked up.
Sigwolf is trying to process that, and he's not sure if he's allowed to be angry. He's just like, you see his face flicker, like... And then I think, like, yeah, like, in that, like, I really just want to fall over tone, he goes, at least you're safe, Alder.
And I see you've made a good headway with progress that I should have done.
Everything's prepared. We can gather the others whenever you want, and if you want them to say a few words, I can... And he, like, yawns and can't finish the sentence.
We'll gather the others once everyone is good and rested, including you, Sigwolf.
Yes, Alder. Eldred's back. With horses.
Good.
3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Aldrin. Haven't seen Orvar either. Was he with you?
He was with me.
It's good, at least.
He
Flash
should
like
be-
looks around.
You know,
Flash
he should
looks around.
be, looks behind him, doesn't see Orvar.
Yeah.
I think Flash kind of puts together, like, with the drawing she probably recognized and just chuckles a bit.
He was with us.
I'm guessing he stayed behind at the Goliath camp.
I'll go get him, Alder.
No, Sigwolf, you rest.
Hmm.
He knows his
Sure.
way home.
Hey, Runyak, can you make an insight check for me, please?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Something strikes you right about this point as Sigwolf, like, turns to, like, find a tent.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't there for the fight with the dragon,
No.
but he was, like, full of piss and vinegar when he rolled up. Then he was chopping wood in near hysterics. Then he was building all of these pyres, and he stayed up all night. He doesn't have a mark on him.
Hmm.
Like, once is a fluke, twice is suspicious.
I think just talk with Sigwolf is now on Runyak's bucket list.
Okay. Yeah, he wanders off to find a place to sleep. There's several people, like, either coming out of tents or going into tents. You get a lot of, oh, hey, Elda, like, etc.
Mm-hmm. And I think Runyak's gonna look back to the couple of kids who are at the gate. Do they look like they're tired?
Everyone looks exhausted.
Okay. I think he's gonna.
There is not a fresh face in this crowd except for Orvar.
Yeah.
And Orvar isn't here.
And Orvar isn't here.
I think he's just gonna shout out throughout the entire camp. It's been a long night. All of you should get some rest for preparations tonight.
You hear from elsewhere in the camp, you hear Eldred say, "You heard him! Everyone but the sentries to your quarters!"
Even the sentries.
Flash kind of gives him a look like, really? Like, she gets it, but at the same time, leaving a camp unguarded.
Yeah, like, you're getting some quizzical looks from the nearby, like, people.
I will cover for things, don't worry.
Okay. In, like, over the course of the next, like, 90 seconds, you and Lash become the only people around.
Yeah.
I think it's about this point. Oh no. No, Firker's going to Kelio. Never mind, continue.
Are you going to want assistance watching this camp?
Well, considering I made sure that just about everybody went to rest. If you're willing to help me, I'll take it.
I have the Red Spears keeping an eye on what remains of my people.
This is the first you've heard, Runyak.
Why would they be watching your people? Shouldn't your people be watching themselves?
She gives him a look, and it's just, there are very few of my people left.
Like
And
Runyak, you
they're
saw that
non-combatant.
charge, but you didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah, like he didn't know that those were all from
All Lash's people.
Yeah.
There was like a Looney Tunes-esque giant block of ice full of orcs, and yeah, apparently it was mostly Lash's dudes.
My condolences, Captain.
As to you, I was out healing, so many of them looked unsworn.
Many of them didn't know what was going to happen.
I think Lash makes a noise, and it isn't exactly a laugh, but it's more that is. And she continues with, "Is there really any way to know that would have happened?"
I suppose you're right. But I figured these kids could have handled dragon, larger beasts, anything like that, but the more I've been around them, the more it seems like they don't quite know.
Lash,
Yeah.
you've seen
Yeah.
war bands full of successful veterans, no one less than a captain among them, go off to fight a dragon and none of them come back. Like, Runyak is talking out of his ass.
I've seen entire people go back. I've seen entire parts of, hell, Dimwatcher itself go out to fight dragons and not come back. It happens. Dragons are dragons. The only people I think who are immune to that, and even then they aren't entirely, would be Scalefire.
Things are
Unusual. And she, like, looks up to the dark sky.
yes. You don't know much of what has been going on, have you?
Shakes head. Care to
Oh.
fill me in?
With what I know, I'll tell you what we believe is going on.
Just for
And
some
Lash-
just for some extra ambience for this scene, which by the way this music is perfect for this scene, good job you two. But also, like, for some extra ambience, I like to think that while you're having this conversation, Runyak is checking the pyres.
Oh yeah.
So you're like in the
Yeah.
middle of camp with these 8 cabin pyres around you with the like people on the sheet. This is the first time you've seen the victims, Runyak.
Yeah. Like he knows who all is there because Sigil told him, but it's still just a shock.
Like
to see
seeing
there.
the shields on the front of the pyres is still a bit.
Yeah.
Would like to know what these pyres are?
Yes, there's a dead body on them covered in a sheet, but yeah,
Like, would Lash know these are going to be burned?
absolutely.
I think, like, as they're going through them, like, as they're about to the third one, she goes, "You burn your dead as well."
Well, yes, it just seems wrong to leave them buried in the ice and snow.
Ice and snow
It's also
suck.
a waste of land as well.
Like
Well,
Lash,
this
where
feels like-
you're from usually has seasons.
Yeah.
Runyak lives on a glacier.
Would Lash know that Runiak is like from a glacier? Or has that
Yeah,
not like been
Absolutely, 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
I think like as like the wind is going, Lash like just like adjusts her scarf and goes, "Can't imagine it being like this all the time."
Didn't he mention the Reghead Glacier before?
Yes. But also,
I didn't know
anybody
if
who
Lash
knows
knew.
anything about geography knows that.
Yeah.
Fair. Can't imagine it being like this all the time. We at least get a rotation of seasons.
Hmm. I will admit it is quite tough living up there, but somehow us and the other tribes have learned how to make do.
Speak up just a little, Rinyak. You're fine, but speak up just a little.
I'll move a little closer.
Lash like nods in response. It's
So-
impressive.
Yes. So, you want to know what's going on?
Nods.
Before we ever traveled to this moot, I was summoned by our tribe's High King, High Chief, if you will.
Nods.
He brought me in as a bit of a consultant for a matter that had happened. Some of our own men were vanquished by beasts not of the glacier. We're not quite sure what they are or what the intentions are. We do know that they come from the tribe of Wolf.
Nodding along. She doesn't know exactly what that is.
Make a
but...
religion check, Lash.
All right. Nope.
You got inspiration?
Yes, I do.
Wanna
And
use
yes, I'm
it?
going to use it.
Okay.
Yep. Nope.
Nope. Unfortunate.
But yeah, no, Lash is just nodding along like, all right, I think I'm following.
And the other thing he wanted me to see about was a large block of ice. Within it embedded was the footprint of a giant.
Bootprint of a giant.
Bootprint of a giant.
Lash knows why that's bad. I'm pretty sure everyone knows why that's bad.
Oh,
So I
yes.
think Lash like just halts for a second and then keeps walking like the giants.
Runiak nods. We weren't quite sure if they were coming back or if this was just some sort of rogue giant that was still alive. But after having come down to the moot and talking with Breaking Dawn, it seems as though the giants are making their return.
Lash like just clenches her fists a little bit like, oh great, another thing to add to the pile. Like, she's known about this, but like now this is confirmation that it isn't just the Taurs or
Mhm.
anyone.
Correct.
She's going to have to do something about this.
And in addition to the return of the giants, it would seem as though there have been voices coming from the Icewind Dale.
Make a religion check, Lash.
All right.
Oh.
Nope. Lash like gives him a look like, okay.
By the way, Runyak, if you don't have inspiration, you have it, and if you do, you can give it to someone else.
Okay. Then I'd like to give some Lash some inspiration for that religion check.
Oh no, I just meant
Would
in
that-
general.
Oh, I mean, okay, but I still want to.
Like, would that be reroll it or advantage in this case?
Neither. It's you have advantage. You have inspiration again to do with whatever
Got
you
it.
want.
Yeah.
You can use it here if you want, or you can just like have it to bank it.
Then yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try again.
Okay.
Lash is a paladin with a 0 int modifier.
Hey, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Not a negative.
Yeah.
You're doing better each time.
Yeah, but
Take-
it isn't much help.
Take heart in that.
Yeah. I think like she's racking her brains and just admits, what is that supposed to mean?
There was tale of an old deity of winter scorn that made their home in the Icewind Dale.
Lash just kind of gets that look that most orcs get whenever gods are mentioned.
Don't mind me, I'm just going to add Winter Scorn to my GM notebook. Holy shit.
Just, ugh, gods.
Many didn't quite believe that such a deity existed there, and, well, there have been rumors that out there in the ice there is a, I don't know if heavenly voice would be the right term, but I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this.
It's something drawing people out there, isn't it?
Well, the
Not
Icewind Dale's
sure.
a big place. People live there, but yes.
We believe so, yes.
About this point, Runyak, you're like straightening the shield on one of the pyres. And, Lash, you're taking a second to let that sink in, and a dwarf walks up to you. He says, Sorry, am I interrupting? This very official-looking dwarf. He says, there was no one at the gate, so I let myself in.
It's quite alright. Are you here about the funeral rites and such?
Aye, the Kandatragar asked us to go around to all the camps and make certain everybody has what they need, any reagents or personnel, if you require any special attention, any matters to bring to the crown, so to say. And additionally, I know it's a hard time. It's like looking at the pyres when he says that, but we want to get back to the moot as soon as everyone's ready and willing to do so. And we've got the Ring of Valor coming up, and I need to take some sign-ups. So if you have a list of names, or you can direct people to me, got a place for me to post up, so to say, I'll gather the names for the tournament.
Well, I'm not sure if now is the right time for you to post up. Most of them have just gone to start arresting. Many of them stayed up all night.
It's the middle of the morning.
Yes, and many of them stayed up all night.
Why'd they do a fool thing like that?
Children process emotions differently.
Got a bunch of wee ones with you then.
Aye.
So fewer names for the list, I take it.
Oh, no.
No?
As far as I'm aware, any and all names you have for this camp, at least, can be put into that valor.
I don't mean to dispute what you're saying there, Mr. Elder, Runyak. Aye. But we don't have a list of your settlement. We only have, that the Umaron are coming here and need to make a camp. And even if we did, you're clearly missing a few people here. If you don't mind me observing, it would be unfortunate if Gontogrim were to call their names.
You do make a good point.
I can come back if it's better.
It would be appreciated. We'll set up a place for you to take names of any and all who want to compete.
Right, well, for the sake of it, do you need anything for your help with the, burial situation here? The Kanatargas offered to, arrange transport either back to your home or, on the off chance, anyone here that you've lost will be, welcome to be, buried with full honors in, Moradin's vaults.
I'm sure that would be a great honor to many, but no. We should not be needing any assistance from the Kandan Thrigar.
Counselor, if it's easier for you.
Aye.
Very well. You find you need, I don't know, a reagent to change the color of the fire, something for the smell. We're happy to help.
If I can think of anything that we'll need, I will find one of you.
Aye, I'll be back, say, after lunch?
That should be fine.
Aye, I'll be back after lunch, and we'll work all of that out. If you find you need anything, extra supplies for whatever, not just for this, but like, if you got wounded, or you're running out of food, anything, Gottelgrim's at your disposal. Especially so, you'll forgive me, I'm a father myself. And the thought of them there being, you know, my wains, doesn't sit right. They're not, are they? They're like seasoned warriors, eh?
Not quite.
Oh. I shouldn't have pressed. Sorry.
It is okay.
Lunch,
I
then.
know.
Aye.
Aye.
Lunch. He like starts to do something and then he thinks better of it and nods. Right, well, I guess I'll go see about breakfast then. It's like kind of wanders off in a half daze.
It's been a long night for these dwarves.
Whoa,
long night for everyone.
not so much. That guy just took psychic damage because there are teenagers on pyres.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Runyak, being a father himself, knew exactly where he was heading with that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
The dwarf
Well.
stops, actually. He turns around and he says, Aye! Sorry, I'll leave you to it. I just remembered something. And, just to clarify, you are the... well, you're the chieftain here, eh?
Yes.
Best keep your lads, lasses, and such, in the confines of your camp for a while. On top of all of this bloody mess, there's been an incident. I'm not at liberty to talk about it, but, best keep a tight lid on things for now. Don't go wandering. Call it unofficial lockdown.
Oh, all right. Be sure to make sure everyone is here.
Just 2 weeks or so, and everything should be okay.
KO.
Lash like gets this look on her face like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, you're an orc. You could just speak up. It's up to you.
Yeah, no, she goes, I'm sorry, what are you talking about?
Oh, strictly need-to-know basis. Representatives of houses, clans, and orders, chieftains, and such. Don't want to cause a panic.
I can't decide if Lash would like say, for intents and purposes, I am somewhat in charge, but at the same time, she can't say that yet.
I mean, it's not like he's gonna like check your family history.
Fair. I am Captain Lash. If something needs to be known, then I wish to know it.
Make a persuasion check. I'm assuming Runyak is gonna help you, so with advantage.
Yeah.
How do you help? What do you say, Runyak?
You're giving this information to officials, yes?
Eh?
This woman here is a high rank among the Orc tribes. You'll do your best to remember that.
Very, very well. I did not mean any offense. We're all recovering from the damnable dragon, and there's been an incident. One of the Adwaron champions, he was found murdered earlier today.
Lash, like, her eyes kind of widen a bit and she looks to Runyak like, what the fuck happened? And then looks back to the dwarf like, that's under investigation then?
Of course it's under investigation. It's just we're spread a bit thin, you know, with everything that's been happening. The Kadatragar, he doesn't want to cause a panic, you see. So we're continuing business as usual, whilst trying to make sure that everybody is where they should be, and they don't run into well, we have reason to believe there might be a second one.
And what reason does that come from?
You see, the original victim, he has kin here at the moot, and that kin is currently AWOL.
Would Lash be able to put the pieces together or not particularly?
Make an insight check. There's a mechanism for this.
Damn it, I don't have it. Fuck. I forgot. Oh well.
There's a mechanism for this. It's going to be the tagline for this game.
Yeah, probably. You do not know what AWOL means, Lash.
AWOL?
Absent without leave. The champion wasn't there to perform their day's duty, so to say. They're missing. Given their relation to the original victim, we are of course concerned.
What's the name?
Everpeak in your tongue.
Lash gets the look of, oh, fuck.
Is something wrong, Lash?
I spoke to both of them. I know what you're talking about. One of them was attacked?
Hey, he's, the lad, Oreg, he's not doing well. Apparently a specialist was called. I don't know all the details, but he's alive, I think. But he's not in a good way, and frankly, I don't think he will be. And his sister, the firebrand of the pair, she's, well, we don't know where she is.
Shit.
Well, we'll be sure to keep an eye out for her.
And the best thing you can do to not impede our ongoing investigation is keep your lids on it and keep your lot where they go. If something turns up, more than forbid, you let us know. Otherwise, we'll take care of it.
Lash nods a bit.
Runiak will also nod.
Right, that's everything, so I'll just be going. He turns and, shuffles away.
Discipline, damn it.
First a dragon attack, and now an attempted murder. Something's off with this mood.
Nods. Something's off in general.
It's almost like politics are violent.
Lash would have probably seen shit like this happen.
Oh yeah, 100%. You've probably been involved in shit like this.
There's something rotten in the state of wherever the fuck this is.
Icewind Dale.
But we're not in the Dale.
Okay, Gauntlgrim.
There we go.
I mean, we're not technically there either.
What usually causes these disputes in Lash's experience? Would you know?
Power. Either a power vacuum or a desire for power. Greed. You know, cardinal sins.
Broken shit.
Yes.
I think Lash puts a hand to her face Usually when this happens among orcs, it's because someone is broken and is trying to gain more power. Someone here is broken and is taking it out on others.
Well, they're trying to take it out on others. We better do a good job protecting my kin.
As well as what remains of mine. Protect all who are here and unbroken.
I know you said already that the red spears, I believe you called them, are helping to watch over, but if you need anything from us, don't hesitate to find me.
I think Lash took us a bit. The boy, Orvar, I believe, said the same thing. He's a very interesting kid. Unsworn. But he's interesting.
He's a kind boy with a good heart.
Nods.
So speaking of,
Oh boy.
hey Kelio,
Yes, hi.
where you am?
What time is it? Is breakfast finished in the hall yet?
Breakfast is ongoing in the hall yet.
Okay, at some point halfway through breakfast, she was gonna try and leave to go find, Thorn Hide Spinner?
Throck Hide Spinner.
The Rock Hide Spinner. I was close.
Okay, so you like eat your breakfast and you try to sneak out, and you step out with your wolf following you, and you run right into Breaking Dawn's legs.
Thud. It looks up at, like, the fucking towering...
Yeah, and like standing beside him is Firga.
You are the tracker, yes?
dot, yes?
You will come.
Well, there we go.
There's
Wait! What? Why? Hang on. Wait! Do they just start walking without...
Dawn probably does, yes.
Looks at Firka?
Firga, you want to jump in here?
We need
What?
your help finding. Right, we need your help finding someone.
Okay. I think she calls... Which is the one that has it? I think she calls Silverpelt over
Okay.
and, like, climbs on top of her. Lead the way? Question mark?
Okay, so you guys start walking back through the camp, which is perfect because I was just about to say that you see two people at the same time coming from different directions.
Okay.
One is Orvar, the other is Dwok.
Blank.
Okay.
So Dwok, you're like doing what you do, unless you have somewhere else that you would rather be.
Hi, I'm here now.
Do you have somewhere you'd rather be?
Not that I could think of.
Cool. So you're like walking through the camp, getting the lay of the land, learning about stuff, and you see, Firga, Breaking Dawn, and Kelio, and the Bean.
Oh boy.
How? What's the proximity of of the group?
The Bean is about 10 feet away, trying to figure out how to get around Breaking Dawn to greet you. And then in the other direction, Dwok is about 25 feet away.
Do we see Dwok?
Probably. Dwok is noticeable.
Yeah, they're kind of hard to miss. Except, of course, when the entire camp is looking for them.
Yeah, right.
Okay, hang on. No. Kelio would do her best to move away from Dwok. No offense to the wolf. So she's gonna move around the other side of Breaking Dawn towards...
So, okay.
Orvar.
So that means Orvar assumes that you're coming over to say hi to him, and immediately he turns pink.
Oh, God.
Hey!
Bean.
Meanwhile, Fierga's trying to fill her in on what's happening. Like, hey, we need to find this person.
Far.
He is the bestest.
Yeah, so you're like, hey, Orvar, and then Firga's like, a man is dead!
I'm sorry?
I broke
No,
Mila.
No, you see, he was almost dead, and now we think his sister is in danger, and we really need to find her.
So, Dwark, you heard sister in danger.
Oh shit!
I healed the sibling that was harmed, and he gave me a name, and supposedly that the name that was given has taken the sibling.
Okay then.
That sentence was all kinds of fucked up. But
No,
we're just gonna
that
move
was,
on.
no, you nailed
No, that
that.
makes sense.
You nailed that. That's fine.
It felt grammatically fucked.
I mean, it was,
Yeah.
but you're
Tor.
thank you, exactly. It was grammatically fucked, but it was exactly how Tors talk, so good job.
It was
Fair
grammatically
enough.
fucked in character.
Do you want me to find...
You will
Girl.
find the sibling, or you will find the murderer.
I need a scent. Silverpelt needs a scent.
Did I actually manage to find anything of hers amongst the rubble, or was I
You
distracted by
didn't
conversation?
look. You walked out with the lieutenant. That was it.
Sorry, I had assumed she was looking while she was talking.
I assumed you were talking, like, because she called you over.
Okay.
Wouldn't Firga still have her scent on her because she was like on Firga sobbing?
I mean, if anything, Figure smells like antiseptic.
Fair.
She's been in the
Yeah.
medical tent for like 9 hours.
If you don't have anything, we need to go get something.
Right, that means I gotta go back to the barracks. Which are this way.
Yeah, you turn around to walk.
Hey, great one.
I think Dwok gets the bow that chieftains give each other.
Yeah, right.
Emissary.
Good word.
Hey, GM.
Yo,
Question.
yo.
So, if Dwalk was walking around trying to find the lay of the land, would he have, like, seen Driga at all?
I doubt it, because if someone is trying to hide and there's someone that's extremely noticeable like Dwok, even if they're not involved, they're going to avoid that person just so that somebody can't be like, hey, extremely noticeable person, did you happen to see anything? However, make an investigation check with disadvantage.
Oh, fuck, hold on. Bop.
Oops, fuck, hold on, bop. Thank you, Gamsey. With that roll, with that roll with disadvantage, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
You've been distracted looking for something else, I believe.
Ah. Right.
But that can wait if someone's in danger.
Yeah. I forgot that we talked about that.
Terminator music kicks in.
So, who's going where? I think while Firga is like briefly distracted by Dwok, Orvar like puts a hand on Silverpelt's leg and just says, "Silverpelt."
Aww.
The bean.
You are
Looks over
both.
to Kilio. Looks over to Orvar. Fuck, I said my own name. Looks over to Orvar. Yes, her name is Silverpelt.
Orvar looks back at Breaking Dawn, who was going to say something.
You are both slower than myself. May I carry you?
Blink and stare.
Squint.
I think Orvar
Blink,
like looks up at you, looks at Keelio, looks back at you, Dawn. No, you're not.
Dawn doesn't know this
Dear God.
fucking child.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know
Dear
how
God.
I don't know how he would react to that.
Make a
Yeah,
charisma
get
saving
him.
throw.
Okay,
Punch a child.
Charisma saving throw.
Wow.
Okay.
Punch
So
child.
so what does that equate to for Dawn?
No, you aren't.
Is
Do not
that
s-
That bitch.
like whack-a-mole the tiny child?
I think that's do not speak, calf. You do not know me.
And you don't know us.
I mean, shit, he got you there.
If you do think you're faster, then keep up. Virgo, where's the... And notice that she's distracted by...
She is she's trying diplomatically to not get into a conversation because there's shit to do.
Yeah, so I think you say, where's the... See it, and then tap tap from Orvar. Dwarf champions, and just points.
Blink. And Kilio takes off.
Orvar
on the wolf.
does the cat smile at you.
Smiles back and takes off with wolf speed, because I'm on wolf.
Yeah, okay, so, here's the thing. Who is looking at... I'm assuming Dawn is looking at Orvar, or possibly after Kilio. Firga and Dwalk are looking at each other.
Right.
Okay, so, Dawn,
Yeah.
Orvar just fucking starts flying.
Oh shit.
And just... and just Superman's after Kilio.
Okay, so
I know. No.
So-
Hold on. I know what line Dawn gives at this. There are two kinds of cheaters at this moot.
I'm sorry, I missed the noun. Two kinds of what?
Cheaters at this moot.
So I'm going. The wolves move at 50 feet a sec.
Yes.
Feet per round.
Yeah, Orvar also
is
is
she-
moving at 50 feet per round because he's holding on to Silverpelt. He's weightless, it doesn't matter.
Oh my god. Okay.
I imagine
Great.
Kilio's like just going off and then like she looks back. What the fuck?
Yeah, basically, Orvar's just like
Yeah.
calmly holding on to Silverpelt and just meow.
They fucking go. Dawn to Firga. We are moving. And then he just starts fucking going.
How
So,
fast does Dawn move?
40, I think.
40 feet.
Okay, so Silverpelt is relatively agile. Orvar
Yeah.
is as agile as Silverpelt. Meanwhile, yeah, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch! Like, what the fuck? Like,
This entire camp is, the mood is
God.
shaking right now. The mood is just.
yes!
Fast
So,
for power. not for destiny.
literally everyone is stopping to stare at this freight train that is... that is
like
breaking
2/3 of the
dawn.
party.
You can
like-
lightly hear the sound of a train going by as he runs.
Yes! And because you're a big tour, you're just steaming out of your nose. So you just steam engine fucking
Oh,
break it down. So okay, so
I see.
Firga,
So I'm
Alright, I'm terribly sorry, Great One, but there's...
in the span of about a second, there's 3 Wile E. Coyote dust silhouettes, and then you're alone.
Terribly sorry. I'm terribly sorry, Great One, but there's things afoot and I really have to get moving. And she'll, like... she'll follow after them as fast as she can, which isn't very fast because she's a dwarf.
Exactly that, Gamzee. Yes. Post that gif in Sovereign Peaks.
okay.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
So
Yeah,
you're gonna
she-
run after them. There is no way in this moot that you're going to catch them.
No shit, but they're gonna get there eventually and then I can catch up.
So Dwak,
Uh-huh.
what are you doing? You're just like, oh hey guys.
He-
Oh,
He
shit.
briefly turns back to see if you're following.
I don't think I'm following.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna see if what the other thing that I was distracted by and probably looking around for.
Okay, if you don't go with them, I probably won't get to that this week.
And that is fine.
Okay.
All I can imagine is Dwok going, strange. Anyways.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, what else
Which is
are
in
you going
character
to
for Dwok.
say when they take off at the speed of light?
Yeah,
Which
so
is in character for Dwok.
so Silverpelt gets to the barracks, and Orvar just calmly like steps down into the snow, and then like maybe 10 seconds later, up comes the train.
Your
And,
eyes are a lot better than mine.
Like the dwarves that were guarding the barracks were about to like stop you because neither one of you were dwarves, and then the ground starts shaking, so they pull out their weapons like, oh god, we're under attack again. And then Dawn rolls up and they're like, oh. And then like the one guy's trying to save face, and he goes, right, sorry, this is off limits to our guests for the time being. There's been a bit of a staffing issue that you best
We are
move
here.
along.
We are here to investigate the attempted murder.
By the way, Figur's gonna be about 5 minutes behind you guys.
Oh, lovely.
Fergus just comes up panting.
Exactly.
Lovely.
So it's like we're here to investigate the murder, and he's like looks at you and he says, how'd you hear about that exactly?
I'll be right back.
I am a healer.
That
I was
doesn't
told.
actually answer my question. We're under direct orders not to inform our guests of precisely what occurred here.
I was called to heal the injured.
Is he alive?
He is.
Well,
He will survive, though he will remember this day forever.
given what the inside of that building looks like, I wouldn't be surprised. Nevertheless, I can't let you in without proper authority from either the counselor or the lieutenant, the lass with the bald head and the bushy beard.
Then we
Or-
shall wait for Virga.
I don't know.
Virga.
You're gonna have to give
Was-
more than just Firga.
No. I was about to say something, and then you started speaking, so I stopped because I'm trying to get better about interrupting.
Go on.
Virga came and sought me as well. My wolves can.
Who are you
Track
referring
most
to
anything.
precisely?
Champion, a friend of the twins.
Champion. Oh, Dwemerwold! No, now I know who. Sorry. Well, they're not here, and I don't want to
They
call
are
them.
coming.
Alright then.
I forget the bean's name.
Orvar.
Orvar.
Or
Yeah.
there's just
Okay,
one.
wait. I got this.
Okay,
I got this.
I'm sure you got this, and I want you to got this, but I need to interrupt very briefly to say I looked at chat, and chat says,
Mhm.
"Pardon, fuck, flying bean." Anyway,
I think Kilio gets off of Silverpelt
mhm.
and sends them to go get Firga.
Okay, so the issue with that is Firga probably weighs about as much as an adult Goliath.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Firga
Then-
is walking around in full plate with several weapons and a shield as big as she is.
Yeah, no, never mind. That's not gonna work.
I have a stupid thing I want to do.
Okay.
Can
think-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dawn looks at Orvar. I did not know humans could fly. With the Dawn smile and like tosses him a coin.
What kind of coin do you toss him?
Gold.
Okay. I think it just like sails past his shoulder and lands in the snow. And one of the dwarves is like, "Oh, well, free game." Grabs the coin, and Orvar just smiles at you, like cat smiles at you.
Fair enough, Calf.
So yeah, so you guys wait, and then yeah, like an embarrassingly long time later, huffing and puffing, up comes Firga.
You're all assholes.
Yeah,
Really, I
don't
wasn't
think
expecting
Kilio
you to
would
speed
say
off
it.
without me.
does Dawn say what took you so long?
No, but he does have something to say.
Okay, go on.
You should have let me carry you.
She looks at him confused, like, what are you talking about?
They won't let us in without.
Right, I'm gonna go see if I can find anything of hers.
Or the person that did it.
What are his?
If he was here first, chances are his things are already gone with him.
What kind of injuries did he have?
I can probably list that off.
Looks to Dawn.
So, Feargar, are you trying to go inside the thingus?
Yes.
So you head in and the dude like holds a hand out to you, Feargar. He says, "Hold on there. We're only allowed one of you in at a time, and Fwemnivir is in there currently."
Sorry, gotta check who that is.
Morgo Fwemnivir, Dust Guy.
Right. Ugh.
By the way, Envilfist isn't on this list. I'm upset with you.
That's weird.
That's an awesome name.
Yeah.
That is an awesome name.
Envilfist is this Uncle Iroh looking motherfucker over here.
Nice.
Yeah, but he's not on this list.
That's weird. I should fix that.
Yes, you should.
Come on, Brenda, the thing. Do you know how long it'll be? It's prettier.
You went in with a crate, lass.
Shout, toss me something.
Why a single person?
It's the way we do things, lass. It's a active crime scene. We don't want it disturbed too much so that we can understand what happened and bring the roustabout to justice.
I got a name from the injured.
Did you inform the investigating officers? Yes, you
From
did,
what I-
actually.
He did.
Well, then that's no concern of mine.
From what I was told of the name's bearer, you would think differently if you heard it.
With all due respect, sir, I don't rather want my opinion of the situation sullied. I'm here to have a good time, same as you. I don't want to think about who did what to whom. I just want it taken care of.
Meanwhile, Dawn, sweating and came here for business.
Yeah, right.
Good for you, anyways.
Listen, how long are you going to be champion?
Hopefully not very long. I just need to find something of either hers or his.
A piece of worn cloth would do. Just
alright,
a scent is all I need.
Just make it quick, or it's both our beards.
She'll duck in and start looking.
You duck in, and there's, like a dwarf rogue. He doesn't look particularly, malicious. He's just, he's got a rapier on his belt, and a bunch of daggers, and he's got, his hood is back. He's wearing, a purple cloak. He looks like a rogue. He's just, going through stuff and, packing it, very carefully, knocking the soot off of it, packing it into the crate. He hears the door open, and he turns around, and he's, "Oh, it's occupied!"
Sorry, time crunch. And she's already looking for the things.
There's guards out there. There's a crime scene here, girl.
I know,
and there's gonna be another if you don't shut your mouth.
Pretty much. You're going to get us both on the report.
Not if I can get in and out quick enough.
What's got the fire in your beard, eh?
There's someone missing. So what would I need to roll to find something?
Investigation. Meanwhile, he's going, "What? Who?"
Driga.
it not her brother that got, fireballed?
Hey,
You have advantage. She's helping you.
cool.
Right, what are you looking for?
Anything of hers or anything of Emberclad's?
Cinderclad.
Cinderclad.
Cinderclad, rather.
He stops. What? Why?
You didn't hear it from me, though.
All right, I didn't hear anything from you. I know when to keep my mouth shut. What are you talking about?
I think Cinderclad is the one who attacked them.
Why?
That's what I want to know.
I know you're friends with the Everpeak twins, so don't take what I'm saying incorrectly, lass, but Orag can't hold a pick to Cinderclad.
I know, but he survived. And that was the last name on his lips.
Doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to speak ill of the dead or the dying, but that doesn't make sense. I think you're going down the wrong tunnel here.
Well, at least excuse me. Well, will you at least help me look for some of Driga's things then?
I'll help you with whatever you need. If someone's missing, but... And as you're looking, he's like, that's weird.
Well...
Look here. And he, goes over to, not where he was, goes over, to a random cot. And he, runs his hand over the, bed rail. And he holds it up, and his glove is, black.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes back over to where he was, which is, Driga's cot.
Okay.
And he runs his hand over it, his other hand over it, and holds it up, and it's clean.
Ash.
You don't think someone got here first?
Oh, no.
What? Yes?
Oh, no. Did the fucker clean it up when he was in here?
You can assume whatever you want.
Ugh.
But you failed the investigation check, so...
Can someone give the Furga inspiration to re-roll that?
No, because we've moved on, unfortunately.
Oh. Oh, that was earlier. Way
no,
earlier.
it was just now, but we've had dialogue since then.
Alright.
The world state has changed. You gotta do it, before. Furga could have been that's not a good roll. Does anybody have inspiration? She didn't, so...
Yeah. I am very quickly running out of ideas again.
I mean, there is something to be said for exhausting all your options and then waiting for the world state to change. It's a mainstay of video games, just saying.
That's true, but I'm terrified of what it's going to change to.
I mean, yes, no, absolutely. And let it be known, to the other players who cannot see Furga's rolls, I'm not being purposely obstinate. Furga has rolled like shit tonight.
Yep.
We all have our episode.
Absolutely. And I think this is still an interesting story, but just so you know, at no point am I just you're not gonna find her. I'm just rolling with the rolls.
Knuckle
I
just
have
hates
an
Mage Knight
idea
for
if
some
nothing
reason.
else.
What'd you say, Nightfall?
I have an idea if nothing else.
Okay.
What about a sample of the ash?
I know from experience that ash does not make good evidence.
No, but a scent. Each fucking Cinderclad.
That's true, but it's also fires everywhere because it's cold here.
No offense, Nightfall. You can't use ash to track. Maybe a specific type of wood or source, but you're just gonna get
You
what
can track a smell, yes. But
Sure.
I'm not saying it's perfect, but
I mean,
Yeah, you're not gonna
that
get
smell
any
would take you to the
smell.
nearest bonfire.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
false positive.
Also,
Unfortunately,
I never once said Cinderclad smelled like ash.
I know it was just a thought. Gracie said they were out of ideas, so
No,
I'm
your thought is valid. I'm happy to discuss them, but that's what I've got.
My next best option is thinking, where is a likely place he would take her to get rid of her? But the obvious answer is out of the camp and into the nowhere.
What's the play, Firga?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Uh,
So maybe this is like a defeated Firga moment. Maybe Firga's like, I always have the ideas, I always work through this problem, I've always got this. Shit, what do I do? Like maybe this is like yes, absolutely gotta find Driga, but also like he's got me by the beard, so to say, right? Like
last ditch effort. Can I think of anywhere likely to hide her? Or
there is a fuck lot of buildings at this moot. There's also a fuck lot of snow outside. There's 2 rivers. There's a forest about a quarter mile away.
are there any buildings he's one of very few people that has access to? More
Yes,
so
this
than
one.
champions?
Is there like a hamper full of clothes?
There is not.
And what about his bedding? Is there anything on it still?
It has
What do you-
it has been cleaned magically. It's been prestied.
has Driga's?
Yes.
Okay.
As has Oryx.
Oryx around Driga all the time. Would he have some smell on him? Or would he smell like disinfectant?
Would he have
He's gonna smell like
anything-
blood and fire presently, but he might have like something of hers.
I was gonna say, would he have anything of hers amongst his stuff?
Maybe. That's a possibility.
I'll check his stuff.
It wouldn't be in here. It would be
Oh.
on his person.
Right, thanks.
Oop.
I'll let you get back to it. And she'll stomp out.
Hey, where are you going?
Well, I can't find anything in here, so I'm going to see if Oryx has anything on his person.
Right. Best of luck.
Thanks.
Come out. And yeah, so Keelio, Orvar, and Breaking Dawn see like Firga come out looking a bit smaller than she went in.
A little bit more distraught.
Did you find anything?
No, right? No, I didn't. Suspiciously so. And she's like making her way somewhere. She hasn't said where.
Orvar starts following her.
Starts to follow them. I think how long is the walk from here to there?
Much less than from where you just were to here. I'd say at a walking pace, 5 minutes.
Say about 2 minutes. And where are we going?
Back to talk to Oryx. I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find any of her things in there, nor any of his nor any of
So you're
his
going.
things in there. So
So are you going to question him or root through his belongings?
Dawn, you should probably warn her what she's going to find.
That was part of the plan in asking that,
Okay, cool. Just checking.
because I must warn you. One of those. If you plan to question him, you will not get much. And you will not want to speak to him. Not until he has healed more fully.
At this rate, I'm running out of ideas, so I don't see another option.
Be warned. When you see him, he will not
You
be
could
the
totally
man.
send every dwarf into high alert with like an emergency call. Sorry for interrupting, Gabsy. I'm very
You're
sorry.
good.
Yeah, but I don't think Firga's thinking the clearest right now.
Scramble the dwarves.
He will,
Scrambledorf.
he will not be as easily recognizable as you once knew him to be.
I know, I saw him when he
Even
got
with,
there.
even with my magics, his flesh will remind him of today forever.
I think her eyes just furrow and she just trudges on, picks up the pace a little bit.
So we've got a little bit left in the show. So we have two main options. Dwok, I want to do your thing, but I think it would kind of ruin the mood we've got going here. So, you already said you can wait till next week. I appreciate that. We'll probably start with you next week. But for tonight, we can continue with Firga and the Beastie Boys. Or
Okay.
Lash and Urniak can get fucking wasted.
I kind of want to continue this.
I say it's up to Cook and Sibs.
I like
mean,
the
I'm fine.
energy. I like the energy that Firga and the Beastie Boys are bringing, so...
Yeah, so
Okay.
we can wait.
Fair enough.
All right.
So, you guys head into, like, the medical area, which is just a dour place now that people are awake. Like, treatment is resuming, which means people are awake and aware and suffering. It's not a good vibe. And I think you go to where you last saw him, which was basically, like, OR, right?
Right.
And, it's like somebody else and you're not allowed
Do
in.
they make... I can't bring the wolf inside, I'm assuming.
The wolf cannot physically fit in the tents anyway.
Yeah.
They're
so-
like mash tents. Like, a dire wolf is not going to fit in there.
Yeah, so they wait outside.
But yeah, figure out, like, they don't let you in the OR. Like, it's not Orig, it's somebody else, and so, like, yeah.
Right, I'm looking for, Orig Everpeak.
Yeah, you're directed, to one of the tents. He's got, like, the full-on mummy bandage going on. He seems to be unconscious. He's also wearing, like, a hospital gown, like, his effects are not here. But he's breathing.
Okay. She pokes her head in. Did you say he was conscious or not?
No.
Okay.
And he's like,
I
yeah,
have a spell for
like,
this.
mummy bandage to fuck.
Yeah. Grimace, like, giant grimace on her face. Right, not there.
You have a spell for this, Nightfall? What?
If you really want to wake him, I have a spell called Sudden Awakening.
No, actually, I was gonna ask around about where his effects are.
Okay.
You know where to go for that, Virga.
Oh, right. So, which number is he attached to? Is there a sign anywhere?
Good boy, or good girl, sorry. Yes, there is a sign. He has a chart on the foot of his bed with not only a number, it's not a randomly assigned number, it's his, like, SSD. Or SSN,
Perfect.
rather.
Cool. I'll go look for that number.
I'm sorry, SSD, Social Security Dwarf.
Valid. Yeah, so you go to, like, you take them to, like, the quartermaster's room. And you realize that, like, yeah, because there was, a mass incident, they're not letting anybody just, like, rifle through the effects or the quartermaster. Like, everything has to be signed for, and there's a line. Because, of course, there is. Mostly orcs.
Of course. Okay.
You could jump to the front of that line, you're a champion. But there is a line.
Fuck it, do it. We ain't got time for
Yeah,
this.
Usually she would wait, but I think she's frantic enough to...
Pull a sock 'em?
Yeah, right?
Barge in there.
Okay, so you barge in, and, like, yeah, Lieutenant Orbraids is, like, on the other side of the window. She's not, like, she's not being the quartermaster, she's talking to the quartermaster.
Mhm.
Barge in amongst, like, angry looks. And, yeah, they both turn, and she's like, back at the oh! Champion!
I'm sorry for the interruption, but there's an update.
Don't mind us. Where are the nightlights? Wait, this isn't my show.
Don't mind us. We're barging into the wrong show.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help that thought.
No, you're good, you're good. Well, out with the girl.
Looks at the miscellaneous dwarfs standing nearby, like, you want me to say?
It's mostly orcs, actually.
Okay. Looks at the miscellaneous orcs like, you want me to say?
Carefully.
There is no carefully right now.
We can't find her, and we think he has her.
We knew that. I was with you when you thought that the first time.
We brought the tracker. ...
Brain. Right, sorry. I found a tracker. We're trying to find her. We need something that belonged to her.
You're a bit far from the barracks, lass.
I checked there. The place was cleared out.
What do you mean cleared out?
Her things were gone, his things were gone.
Poor Mora dear. And she's like coming around the thing, like opens the big gate, steps out, closes it again. You're
so
sure?
I'm hoping. You could check yourself, but I didn't find anything.
I intend
Neither did
to.
Animal Fist.
She sighs, and she turns, and she says, Sergeant, give the champion whatever she asks for, and poof, out she goes.
Cool boy.
Right, that would be you then.
Right, I need to see Ulrig's effects.
Yeah, you give him the number, and he nods. He goes over and he gets like a big shoebox. He pulls it down, like trundles it back over to you, opens it up. Let's see here. He pulls out a manifest clipped to the lid. He says, right, 293 mithril coins. Sorry, platinum coins. 140 mithril coins. 546 gold coins.
If he'll allow it, she just gestures for the list. Like, can I just take a look?
No, passes you the clipboard.
Cool. Do I see anything on this list that sounds like it would have belonged to Driga?
Roll a d100.
If they're siblings, wouldn't they have a relatively similar smell anyway?
That does not work that way.
I mean, they're always together.
Diet and everything.
Okay. You see that Oreg had a locket. It's a gold locket, stamped with the symbol of Clan Everpeak. And if you open it up, there's a little oil painting, I'm not making this up, of both of them as children.
That's adorable. Right, that might work. I need to see the locket.
Hey, it's a bit strange. This, well, no offense to yourself, it looks like a woman's locket. He holds it out to you.
Yes, precisely. And she'll take it. I'll return this promptly if I can. And she'll, like, duck out again.
Yeah.
Thank you. Holds up the locket to Kilio.
Takes it.
You're handed
Holds
a bit
it.
of metal.
Blinks at it. What is this?
Locket, there's a picture inside, but it may or may not have belonged to Driga. It's got a picture of them both in it, so...
I don't know how well the metal will hold a scent, but we can try. And I think...
The anxiety on her face is getting more and more palpable.
Mm-hmm.
She like, holds it clicks it open.
You
And
don't
let
know
Silver
how.
go.
It's a dwarf mechanism. Like,
Okay, it's a
I'm
dwarf
not being
mechanism.
pedantic. Like, it's not a button. Like, it's a secret dwarf mechanism. Because all dwarf shit is like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everything is a puzzle box.
Quote, the Vault of Dragons.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a very good example.
That fiddles with it. Nothing happens. Holds it out to the wolf.
Okay, so...
Wolf sniffs it. Okay, I want to point something out.
Yes, now
About-
is a good time to discuss abilities.
Keen hearing and smell. The wolf has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Okay.
Hold on, I might be a fucking idiot.
What?
Don't Tor also have Keen?
I don't know. I do not know. So, Nightfall.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk you through this.
Okay.
Advantage for keen hearing and smell. So that's 1 in the advantage column. Okay?
Okay.
Disadvantage, density of people. So, normal roll. Advantage, item. Disadvantage, disadvantage, purposeful obfuscation.
So equal so far.
So far. If you have any other abilities, or if any of you have abilities or inspiration or whatever, now is the time to speak. Because
If you want to give,
because
I have a normal roll right now.
no, you don't, because I have more disadvantages.
Fuck.
Okay.
I have, for the record, I have
what-
2 more disadvantages.
What?
So I need 2 inspirations to make it a normal roll.
Or abilities.
I have a bless I can add on.
I'm actually gonna cast guidance
Okay,
on the wolf. So that's an extra D4 I can add to this check.
that's a smart thing to do.
What kind of check is this?
It'll be survival.
Okay.
I am the wolf. I picked the wolf that was proficient with survival.
Never mind. Bless won't work here.
Guidance will, though.
Why won't bless work?
Because bless is only for attack rolls and saving throws.
So, disadvantage, Keelio. Time.
Okay.
It's been a bit. Disadvantage, weather.
Okay. So I need 2 things of inspiration to make it a normal roll.
Or other abilities.
I already used mine.
You can have mine.
Okay. Still makes it disadvantage. Does anyone else have it?
You can
Lash,
have mine.
Renyak?
Nope.
Okay.
Do you
Uh-huh.
not have it?
Wolf, what did you?
Lash and Runyak just got it, didn't
What
they?
did Wolf say?
No.
No.
What did Wolf
The
say?
wolf-
I said that you can have mine.
Okay. So this will be a
So
normal
that-
roll, and you can add a d4 to it.
Okay.
Anybody else got buffs? Last call.
Nothing I can do.
Unless I can put a superiority die in here, I don't think I have anything.
I would
Let
let
me-
you if you had an idea of where the fuck he went, but you don't.
Yeah.
Now, Helio.
Making that roll.
No. I did not call for the
Wait.
roll.
Okay, wait. I thought you were calling for the roll. That's my bad. So I'm not even gonna look at that. Just, I can't see that. I don't know what
I
it
was
is.
going to say, I mean, fair is fair. What I was going to say is, this is, even with disadvantage, this is going to be a very difficult roll.
Okay.
So, if you've got
I have a
anything
choice.
else, or any, like, little, like, rituals you want to do, whatever, like, anything to help you bring this DC down or bring your bonus up, now is the time. This is going to be a hard roll. Even if it's a normal roll, it's gonna be hard.
Let me double check my spells.
Yeah. And no, and so circling back, Gamzee, no, Tors don't get keen hearing and smell. I just give you the ability to make scent checks.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if we got that or not.
Mm.
And apparently there isn't a version that does, so I don't know where I got that thought.
Because I give
Apparently.
you the because I said Tors can make scent checks. You just don't get advantage.
So can orc.
Yep.
Do-do-do.
If I had anything to help, I would, Chief.
For the record, this is why you get all the party together, so you have all the buffs.
Apparently, all of the versions get intimidation.
Yes, they do.
Dawn, do you have any abilities that can help here? Any spells?
Let me look through again.
Unless I can make a history check where they might have gone, I'm a bit stumped.
Not
Wait.
with as many fails as you've done tonight, sorry.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
I do not think that I have
Oh.
anything else.
Okay.
Because I don't think...
then burning
Wait.
2 points of
Um,
inspiration. That
Wait.
That. Go ahead.
Let me double check what Wild Cunning does.
It doesn't help.
What the fuck?
Well, actually, it might help.
Favorite terrain might help.
Han, what did you have to say?
I have favorite terrain. I don't know if the wolves... Do the wolves benefit from it?
It applies to your Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say, Gamsey?
Okay, no, this is more of a plan if this fails.
Okay.
Wild Cunning... Let me see if it's concentration, because I can only do guidance or Wild Cunning if Wild Cunning is concentration.
Wild Cunning is not concentration.
Okay.
Wait, I have a thing. I'm...
Okay.
I forgot. I have enhance ability.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, you can enhance the wolf's wisdom.
Mm-hmm. I will give it Owl's Wisdom.
What does that
Let me
do
double check.
specifically? While you're looking?
Owl's Wisdom, the target has advantage on wisdom checks.
Discounts.
Cool. Okay.
So that cranks you to advantage
Okay.
plus guidance.
Then I don't need Wild Cunning, because Wild Cunning would just give me another advantage.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
wait. Yeah, it would. Because if
I mean,
Is that-
if that's true, then you can give someone their inspiration back.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Wild Cunning. It's not concentration.
I was
Right.
gonna say, Paul, if you do want to use Wild Cunning instead, that was my last spell slot, and I have Locate Object. If Firgan knows anything that that lady might have.
Dot. Okay, that would have been so much easier, but we spent all this to get this. I'll use Wild Cunning and use a spell slot to give
Okay.
myself the advantage.
So
And then you
survival.
can keep your spell slot.
Okay.
So survival with advantage, and then add a d4.
Survival, advantage, add a d4.
Make sure you're rolling as to. Oh wait. Oh wait. Are you casting enhance ability? Yes or no?
Well, he used that ability, so it should have the advantage that would have come from this anyway.
Got it. Okay. I didn't know if it did anything else. Okay. Roll that d4. 18 is
I
not
want-
enough.
Fuck.
The addition of did it not? Wait, did you already add guidance?
Yes.
Damn it!
18 is not enough, I'm afraid. So you give it to Silverpelt, and Silverpelt like walks back and forth a bit. You know, you're super in tune with this wolf. You're guiding it as best you can. It keeps circling back to where Orvar is resting. Or Oreg is resting, sorry.
This is not close. What if we went... Where was the last place you know they were? This is too close to him.
It was at the barracks.
Firga.
Oh,
I-
they left the barracks. Where did they go after that? Do you know?
I don't, that's the problem.
Do you know anything she would have on her person? Something specific?
Specific to her? Let me think.
I was gonna say you were told what direction they went,
Make
but
an
I
insight
can't say
check,
that.
Firga.
I might have something to help me here. Let me check.
Okay.
I do. I can use my die for this. Wisdom insight check. I can expend a superiority and add it.
Feel free. Let's see if Firga can see the matrix code.
Come on, Firga.
Roll your superiority die. Which is a D8, I think.
Should be.
Roll that D8. You want to give her guidance, by
guidance?
the way, Keelio?
Yeah, I'm gonna give her guidance.
Add a D4. Roll a D8 and a D4, Ferga. Okay. So, yeah, Ferga, I think you do see the Matrix Code with that. Oreg is the head of his clan.
Right.
You would think it stands to reason that the head of a clan would come to a place like this with tokens.
Right.
There wasn't any tokens in the box.
Wait, what?
Oh,
She's got the tokens. She's got the clan tokens.
Oh shit!
Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a pog.
She would have the.
Go on.
She would have the tokens from Clan Everpeak.
And those look like?
Out of character, what do those look like?
So have preferably all of you seen those machines that you can put a penny in and they'll stamp it?
Oh, yeah.
Hell
yeah.
You know how they come out kind of ovoid with that like braided border around them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but different material, and the stamp is the seal.
Right. It's about this big, made of blah blah blah. It's got a seal on it that looks like blah blah blah.
I mean, kindly define what metal you're using, please.
Sorry, I wasn't sure which kind it would be.
You have to be specific with the token.
I
The
know.
more familiar you can get Dawn with this thing, the better the spell.
Would it be silver or gold or something else entirely? Do you think?
Well, that depends, right? Like, the
He's head of
the highest, like, most valuable token is mithril.
Right.
Only thing is, Lash also has a Mithra coin.
Shut up! They don't know that!
There.
Like, if Oreg brought a mithril token to the moot, he probably wouldn't have brought many. Probably wouldn't have brought many of any of them, but he would probably have, like, yeah, like, the rarer the metal, the fewer he would have.
Mm.
And if you need to be specific, like, and also, like, it's entirely possible that he didn't he didn't hand her a bag of coins. If anything, he would have passed her, like, one or two.
Right. So it's about yay big. It's made of mithril. It's got a stamp on it with a mountain that just keeps going. If that makes any sense.
Do you have an example of one of these tokens?
I don't think I do personally.
Yes, you fucking do.
You got
I
one
have-
from the Yantragar.
I have a token, but it's not there specifically, and she'll pull out the one from the Condatrigard. Condatrigard.
So, I need to specify something to you. That token, that gold token that you have, is not from the Kandatrigar. It's from the Thane.
Right, let me rephrase. I got it from the Condatrigar. This is the Thane Godsman's token.
Dawn just gonna act like he knows what the fuck that means.
But as I said, the seal's different.
That should be enough. Try to cast locate object.
What's the range on locate object?
Well, technically,
Can you just like
Oh,
the spell?
yes.
Thank you.
1,000 feet.
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you, as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. This spell can't locate an object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks the direct path between you and the object. This actually works in your favor, Dawn, because there would be a lot of lead in this medical area. The nearest mithril token is moving slowly and is less than 1,000 feet away from you.
And by the rules of the spell, I know the general direction to it.
Human camp.
That is... Like, in Dawn's mind, yay, me. Fuck, wasted spell slot.
I mean... Do you go?
I mean, that's the only lead currently.
I'm sorry, like...
What became of the which way they went thing, by the way?
Which way the what?
Which way they went thing, by the way?
Which way they went thing.
You were told they went towards the market to where they would have got a drink.
Or did I don't know. I'm confusing myself. Never mind.
When
Okay.
Sorry.
When you came out of the barracks the first time, and she was missing, you were told that they went to go get a drink, and you were pointing in a direction towards like the market.
Yep.
Also, Fox, I can be disappointed in my own failures. Thank you very much.
Valid. Do you go to the human camp?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys all head to the human camp. There's no sentries at the gate.
Looks around. Right, this is odd.
I do not think the humans are so careless.
How long does the spell
takes
last?
his bow out.
How long does the spell last? And do you continue tracking it?
Up to 10 minutes.
Concentration up to 10 minutes, which I doubt it would take us 10 minutes to get here.
It would be fading by the time you get like into the camp. Actually, it's a big move. Unless you ran here.
I mean, fuck yeah, dude.
I mean, given the circumstances.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, you guys like get here, and yeah, like no guards at the gate. Like the humans wouldn't be so careless. Orvar takes out his bow, and he just goes, "Alda."
So he
Okay.
can speak above a hush.
Okay.
What?
Been summoned, fucker.
Oh.
Yeah, Orvar
Orvar?
shouted, yeah. Orvar lowers his bow and starts like, jogging towards the center of the camp. He's still got it out, but he's like jogging up. Do you guys follow him?
Totally.
So you guys roll up to the middle of the camp. You see Lash and Runyak like sitting somewhere and talking probably, and you guys see Orvar, Firga, Breaking Dawn, Kelio, and Direwolf like come up, and Orvar's like ready for battle. He sees you and like puts his bow away. Doesn't say anything,
Right.
just like turns back and looks at Firga.
Right, have either of you seen a dwarf? Hang
Dawn,
on,
where is
I'm
it?
looking at
The
the
Everpeak.
token.
One of the Everpeaks, and she pulls out the mithril token.
Fuck!
Fax machine noises from Firga.
We were told-
I think she just slumps down in the snow, like fists on the ground.
Confused.
Are you trying to find her? ...
You used your last spell slot, didn't you?
That was my last second level.
You could have, because that one was. If we got in this one, we could track a very specific one. That wasn't the one that Sibs has.
No, that is the one that Zips has.
No, but like if there was another one, we know the exact lightness.
I mean,
And then- But now there's no more second level spells. Looks it on. Are there others in your group that can do that spell?
Would there? Wait, my fucking teacher might.
Your teacher
Was
that's
it
been
there?
taken by the frickin' giants?
Fuck, I forgot.
Your entire reason of being here, huh?
I think Orvar is like awkwardly trying to pat Firga, but the shield keeps getting in the way.
No,
Aw.
the entire reason I'm here is because I watched the chief fucking charge into a
Your
fight
mentor
against
was the chief, wasn't it?
No,
I still think your mentor got.
the fresh rain.
Yeah, because Distant Rain died to the dragon, but Fresh Rain got captured by giants. Yeah, that's right.
Would there be anyone else in the clans that can
Roll a
cast it?
D100.
Would there be an orc who could do it, or not particularly?
You can roll 2 D100 and take the lower, because Dark Driver would have been
Got
the
it.
one to do it, and they got fucked.
Yeah.
Dawn, I'm gonna say no.
Fuck me.
At least not that you know of.
I mean, it entirely fair, but fuck me.
Would it be possible that there's a human that knows?
Roll a D100. No, Lash. Like,
Damn it.
Maug could probably help, but Maug is gone, so.
Yeah.
How far is human camp from Tor camp?
Relatively, but not like nowhere is like super far. It's not like a day's travel in any direction. But it's like, yeah, like it's a big circle around the dwarf camp in the middle.
So
The humans are
5
near the road, or no, sorry, the Goliaths are near the road. Then the humans, and the orcs, then the Taurs.
to like 5 or 10 minutes.
Ish, yeah. Yeah, Runyak, I'd say there's probably like of magical well, now wait a minute. There's a lot of humans here. I'm not going to dispute that, but like wasn't the main like magey one the one that died?
Thorvald is dead, yes.
Yeah.
There is another who is... I don't think he would have been quite as big of mage as him, but there is a wizard.
Okay. Then yeah, I think I don't see a reason why a wizard wouldn't know locate object. I mean, you probably wouldn't call him a wizard. You'd probably call him like a cunning man.
Yeah.
And there's no reason that a cunning man wouldn't know locate object.
The aforementioned spell.
Mm,
But you'd have to wake him up. He'd have to prep his spells.
yeah.
That's a couple hour endeavor.
Yeah. Which, by the looks of things, Firga doesn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, she's like literally trembling.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to be petted by Orvar, but you're covered in metal, so it's kind of hard.
Kind of tink tink. Instead of a pat pat.
Yeah.
I try to help, but Lash doesn't have anything, unfortunately.
And now I'm regretting doing upcasting cure wounds, but at the same time, oh fucking well.
Orvar,
He looks over,
you can see far, yes?
nods.
You don't see anyone out in the snow,
Shakes
like
his head.
gestures away from camp.
Yeah, he like makes a point. He looks out, looks back, shakes his head.
Even with the eyes of an eagle, Orvar can't see everything.
His
I
eyes
think-
are more than an eagle.
I think there's a pause, and Orvar says, "Dwarves are loud."
Sorry, what?
Dwarves are loud.
Nods.
Like, squats down beside you for your guy. He says, breathe heavy. Heavy clothes. Sink in the snow.
Tracks?
Shakes his head. Exactly. No tracks.
So they have to be in the camp somewhere.
Nods.
Right,
Couldn't you... ... Aren't you some kind of... like, tilts her head... like, commander or something?
I'm a champion.
Virgo, what's your
Can't you
armor
get a
class?
group together to search?
Okay.
Virgo, what's your armor class?
What was... Okay. It's...
Currently.
19.
Okay. So you're like, something bangs off your shield on your back.
Turns around, what the fuck?
Flash's hand goes for the whip and the shield.
Yeah, you look and there's like, imagine the fire equivalent of Melf's acid arrow. It just burns away into ash. There's a scroll laying on the snow.
I pick it up,
Okay.
read it.
And as you unroll it, it's written in either clay, blood, or red ink. You're not sure. And it says...
Lovely.
It says, I'll be in the arena when the time comes, champion, and champion's in quotes.
She just crumples it in her fist.
This is the part where Birchmilla says, was all this a setup to get me in the Ring of Valor? And then I say,
Oh,
yes.
I knew that, dumbass.
And she goes, fuck you, Fox.
No, I knew this. I knew that's what this was this entire time. Nonetheless, fuck you, Fox.
Yeah, right? They crumple it in your
That's like-
fist.
God, I got all that set up for the tracking roll, and the DC was probably 25.
It was 20, actually, but...
Question.
God damn it!
So
Yes.
Is there any way in hell that I could try to see what direction that came from?
No, because you were not looking in that direction.
Fuck.
And also, Figure
was
has a
deliberate.
giant shield.
Yeah.
I was deliberately pointing Orvar in direction away from camp.
Yup. It was literally, they have to be in the camp! Tink.
Would you look at that?
Have the wolf sniff.
Blank. He
Offers
knows
it to
we're
the wolf.
searching. I think Helio shakes her head. He knows we're searching. Whoever it is.
I think I know exactly who it is.
If... I think she hesitates.
Someone is broken and is attempting to hurt others.
But if she's alive, the best thing we can do is play their game.
We don't even know if she is.
If they're trying to coerce Virgo, why would they kill their captive?
Who was that directed to?
All of you, I think.
Yeah?
He has a point.
Aye, but we don't know that she's dead or alive.
Then what will you do?
I think Orvar says, then fight.
The boy's right. You won't know unless you get into the ring.
Yeah, I
Nods.
think the panic in her eyes is just fury now.
That's 3!
Oh boy.
Real quick, Virga, can you make a charisma saving throw for me, please?
He might be the pyromancer, but she's the one with fire in her eyes right now.
Yes.
Firga, fire in her eyes.
Firga Fire Eyes.
Firga all fired
Firga,
up.
fire eyes.
Firga Sear Gaze?
Oh no!
Well, which save did you say?
Charisma. Yeah, okay. No,
That checks out.
Yeah, but this is good. So you're just like, grr, I'm gonna fucking get you, Centerclad. Pause. Why the fuck does this orc have a mithril token of Clan Everpeak?
Anger, 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 anger. Windows
Pardon,
update.
Fox.
Finger
Windows
processing.
update. Windows update. The fuck?
Yeah.
Just that brief moment of the spinning beach ball of death. Wait, alright. How did you get this?
Lash like struggles on it for a second. Or egg. He gave it to me as I helped his sister. And apparently I have to do it again.
Normally she would make a big fuss about this, but I don't think she has the spoons right now.
I mean, not for nothing, Firga, but you could be like, listen, I have this token. It's good for anything at the moot. I'll trade you.
Is it gold? Wait. Is a gold one from the Thane worth less or more than a mithril one from a lower clan?
In terms of monetary value and the shit that you can get for it, the Thane is worth way more. However, as it stands right now, Lash has her buddy by the stones with that mithril token.
Yep.
And it also kind of puts Lash in a position of, he gave this to me, I kind of owe it to him, because she doesn't get how this works.
I agree with you, Fox, but like I said, I don't think she has the spoons to process that right now.
Fair enough.
You can bitch Lash out later.
Yeah, I'll badger her about it once we find Driga.
Sounds good. So I think we fade out on that scene. And we fade back in.
Oh, he's got one more.
He's got the captive scene, is what he's got.
No, actually.
Hey.
Oh,
We
oof,
fade
okay.
back in on a certain stonekin.
Wolfie?
Wolfie,
Oh boy.
making their way stealthily through the camp. Can you make a stealth check with advantage for me, please?
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Or as stealthily as a Forgotten One can be.
As stealthily as the little earth can move.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Nice.
Oh!
So you're creeping through the dwarf camp, and you see over where the Ring of Valor is. We see Dwok like hiding and observing as a white dragon carcass is being broken down and loaded on an armored carriage. And that's the last shot of the episode. So,
Well, damn.
that's our show.
That's interesting.
How is it that I opted half of this show for Runyak and Lash to get high, and we didn't get to it this episode? What
Next
the
week.
fuck?
Sorry,
It's okay.
apparently Nuffle doesn't like us tonight.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll do that tomorrow, and then we'll do Rock Height Spinner or some shit.
Tomorrow?
Not tomorrow. Can we do it tomorrow, please?
Oh, tomorrow.
I can't do tomorrow, I have Warhammer.
Fuck no. We can't do tomorrow. But what you can do is give me a shout out, sir.
Okay, fine. I am Nightfall the Kitsune. I do admin stuff and things where I'm not passing the fuck out because exhaustion.
Beep boop.
Beep boop. Indeed.
You push buttons.
I do push buttons. If you need me, I'm around the shrine, so give me a poke.
Birch, Mila, you're gonna go last because you had a big thing. Gamzee, give us a
Okay.
shout out.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm Guy Gamzee, the bot in training, gaining a little more experience with every single show. And I do so hope you've enjoyed this one. If ever I'm needed, you can always find me on the Discord, on DMs, or on Twitter at the Homestar Comey. Until next time, have a fantastic rest of your night.
The Wolf.
Hello, I am Night Mr. Kami, aka Wolfie, and I am part of the admin team, and I help push buttons too. And, yeah, if you ever need me, I'm in the Discord, so just poke me.
We'll get you something to do next week. I'm very sorry, but I had to wrap that plot line up. Hello, the Wolf.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool.
It's okay.
Sibs!
Hi, my name is Sibs143. I am in no particular order an artist, a stagehand, and a moderator for Kids Discord and Twitch. But to everyone else, I am the Technicolor Disaster. You can find me lurking on Discord you can find me lurking in Twitch chat or on Discord, but if you ever need to talk to me more privately, feel free to shoot me a DM and we can talk there. I can speak English, I swear to God.
Cookie!
Hey, what's going on? I'm Cookie, also known as the Extinct Bacon on just about every other kind of platform. Love all things tabletop. If you do too, give me a poke and maybe we can talk about stuff.
Yeesh. And Birchmila.
Hey, I'm Birch Mila, aka Gracie. I do art and things for Kids Channel, and I also love tabletops. So if you like either of those things, give me a poke.
And for my part, as ever, I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is the channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So, if that's your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed your time with us. I have not done an afternoon stream in a while, but I'm hoping to return to business as usual this coming Saturday, where we finish up Yakuza 3, and then on Sunday, we'll be back with potentially our Hollow Knight playthrough, and the return of Tales of the Nightlight in the evening. Stop by if you want more tabletop goodness. We'd love to have you. I am also sick, so I'm going to wrap this up because my stomach is killing me. But as always, I'd like to leave you with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time as we get back into the Voices of the Mountain with a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you all again soon.